welcome to Jewellery Maker. If you've not seen me before, I'm Hannah Goddard. Normally can be found over on one of our sister channels, The Lounge. But I'm here today, which is very nice, and I'm joined by the lovely Alison as well. She's so lovely, and she's got some amazing pieces coming up for you as well today. I've already had a sneak peek. They're amazing. There's going to be a fight for those, Alison.
I so believe.
At the end of the show, I'm afraid. Christmas! Yes! You should see the Christmas tree in the lounge, by the way. This is amazing. These are actual Christmas tree decorations. The Christmas tree in the lounge has got one piece of tinsel, one piece of tinsel and 3 baubles. I'm not even joking. I'm not joking. One piece, I know it's terrible, and it's just literally from here up because you can't see the bottom. It's terrible. Good effort. I'm loving the Jewellery Maker Christmas tree. Alison, have you got your Christmas tree up yet? Have you got your Christmas tree up yet?
No, it's not December yet.
Good, I'm glad you said that. I was going to be horrified then if she said yes.
No.
Say yes. When did you put yours up?
Beginning of December.
December the 1st?
Yeah, my husband had put it up early, but...
Really?
Yeah.
See, most guys are like, no, let's leave it, let's leave it. My dad doesn't even want to put a Christmas tree up.
Oh no, he goes the whole hog, so we split the house, so he has upstairs in his workroom, he can do what he wants up there. Downstairs is all colour coordinated.
Yes, Alison, I like your style. December the 1st for me, that's when Christmas starts. But it starts early here at Jewellery Maker. Saying it starts early, we've got loads of treats coming up for you. I've got Alison's design of inspiration coming up for you throughout the show. I've got some rose gold, solid 95 rose gold plated findings for you now. These are gorgeous. And Liam was saying earlier, they've been so popular, there's not many left at all. These are gorgeous. Now, I daren't. I'll tilt this just a little bit before they all roll off. Gorgeous chain. I love this. Look at this. This is so delicate. You've got your heart-shaped links here. How pretty. Now, I've been having a look lately at designers, you know, different designers online and stuff. It's all about the rose gold, isn't it, at the moment? All your designers are using rose. In fact, they're mixing up their precious metals as well. Your silver with your rose gold, with your yellow gold. But the rose gold, so popular. It's perfect for this time of year as well, isn't it? Very warming. So in this this findings pack, you've got your lobster claw clasp there. You've got your toggle clasp. Your rose gold plated head pins there. You've got, thanks. I love that. I said to Liam, I've not worked with producer Liam before, and I said to him before we came in, I said, look, I normally wear glasses. Alison said, do you need everything magnified? Yes, please. Yes, please. I said, if I do that, I need help. 2 pairs of your rose gold shepherd's hooks there. You've got your open jump rings as well. You've got a gift bag with this as well. You get your organza gift bag as well. Don't forget, very important. Great for your craft stores as well to put your pieces in. Loads of pieces here. Now, we should be. See, whenever I hear should be, that's when I know we're going really low. It's so easy to get involved here at Jewellery Maker. All you need to do, if you're on the website watching, just click your buy now. Make sure you check out your basket within the hour though. Or you can dial 0800 644 655. Come through, press your option 1, puts you straight through to the call centre. They're waiting to take your calls. Quarter of the stock gone already. I forgot how quickly they go here at Jewellery Maker. I forgot. It's been a couple of weeks since I've been here. Make sure you're in nice and early. GGG P59 is your code for this one. How many inches is your, is it 7.5 inches? 7 inches in your heart chain you've got here. So that's perfect actually, isn't it, for a bracelet? Normally 6.5, anything between 6.5 and 8 inches is perfect for your bracelet there. 0800 644 655. Shoulda, woulda, coulda price. Yeah? For all of this. And that's your should be price. It's no wonder these are flying out. 0800 644 655. Make sure you're on those phone lines as soon as you possibly can. I love, in fact, can I just drape that over the wrist? Is that okay? And you could add any gemstones that you've already got in your stash as well. I think amethyst, purple gemstones, pink gemstones, gorgeous, aren't they? Beautiful with rose gold, work really, really well. Kirsty in Essex, Jan in Oxfordshire, Sabine, you've got 2, Jennifer, you've got 2. In fact, there's loads of you multi-buying. Anne in Suffolk, Helena in Buckinghamshire, Yvonne, you're there as well in Cumbria, Margaret, Joy. In fact, your names are coming through so quickly, I can't keep up with those. If you all checked out now, they'd all be gone. They would all be gone. Lorna in Berkshire, you've just joined me as well. Loads of you multi-buy. Do you know what? I don't blame you. What price have we gone down to? Sorry, I didn't even notice. £8.95. That's some saving, isn't it? You see, for me, savings, I don't know about you, Alison, I think this is a woman thing. Yeah. To me, I'm thinking, right, well, that's £6 off, brilliant. But in my head, I'm thinking, that's £6 I can spend on something else.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Brilliant. So you've got another £6 to spend on something else. This is about to go. If you all check out now on the web, I think you should do it. You should do it. So just make sure you're checking out as soon as you can. Okay, so those are the rose gold. Now, slightly more stock with these ones. You've got your gold. Perfect. Now, if you're just starting out, this is an essential part of your stash. You're going to need these. If you're making earrings, bracelets, anything like that, you will need these in your stash. So maybe you're tuning in for the first time today. Somebody's told you about Jewellery Maker. You're thinking, do you know what? I might give this a go. I've been saying it for months now and I still haven't started. I haven't got the time. But do it, because you know what? These prices, get these findings home. Get yourself, we've got some brilliant bundles coming up for you. And with Alison's inspiration as well, she can help you, give you some ideas. And honestly, you could make a fortune. You really, really could. Who's that? Oh, right. That was an in-joke. I'm not with that one, unfortunately. We have 10 of your head pins here. We've got 10 of your eye pins, 10 of your crimp beads, 2 pairs of your gold-plated shepherd's hooks, 3 of your open jump rings. Oh, sorry, 6. 6 of those, thanks, Liam. And your bolt ring clasp there as well. So there's loads. So that is, hang on, because we've got 4 shepherd's hooks, that's a couple of pairs of earrings. You've got all your jump rings, you've got your clasps here for bracelets as well. You've got your jump rings and your head pins there as well. There's a lot of stuff here, isn't there, really? And Alison, I'm going to ask you, because I'm not a jewellery maker, how much could you make with these, what we have here? What are we talking, a couple of bracelets, a couple of pairs of earrings?
Yeah, and don't forget, you can use the head pins as earring findings or to create another clasp as well, so they don't have to just be used as head pins.
Right, yeah.
So you can do quite a lot with that. And having the precious metal really adds, so if you've got any of the high-end strands or you know, any of the opal or emerald or something like that, it's well worth having the special findings.
And it's safe to say you get your money back, don't you?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
You make more than your money back. This is going down. Are we doing a shoulda, woulda, coulda, Liam?
Uh-oh.
Should be price 0800 644 655. See, I think that's incredible. That's a great deal for what you can make with all of these pieces that you have here. That is an incredible deal, but we're going lower. I love it. I love it. If you've got the rose gold, get the yellow gold as well. Remember, you know, I do love the rose gold, but yellow gold as well. It's very, very popular. You can put any gemstone with this whatsoever. And as Alison said, especially with your high end, £7.95. We do have some sapphire coming up later on for you, actually.
See.
0800 644 655. Get involved on the website as well. Make sure you're checking out your baskets. QLSZ30 is your code for this one. £7.95. Do you know what? This is just me personally, but do you know, just using 2 of your shepherd's hooks for a pair of earrings there. You know, let's say amethyst, for example, anything like that. Or your opal. You know, me personally, I'm going to sell that pair of earrings. 10 to 15
£15, yeah, definitely.
There's your money back twice over before you've even used all of this that you have here. Susan in Rhondda, good afternoon to you. Rosalind in Tyne and Weir, Helen in Buckinghamshire, Brenda in Lincolnshire, Lynn in Yorkshire, you're there as well. Do you know what? Liam has blown the screen up so much for me. We can only fit like 5 names on there because they're so big. It's quite funny, actually. This is brilliant. Yeah, he's gone small again now. There's loads of you there, absolutely loads of you. Again, Maureen Abdicha, you're multi-buying. That's actually all right, Liam. I can see that. Thank you very much. I love this. Bless him. Beverly in Cheshire, Valerie in Rhondda, Carla in the Isle of Wight, Isabel in Angus, you're there as well. Lynn in West Yorkshire, you've just bought 2. Congratulations to you. Anonymous, you've just got 2. Well done to you. Multi-buy. Do you know what? It's 1 P&P in any one day here at Jewellery Maker as well. So you can get as many pieces as you like. You know, that's like, you know, you could get 5 pieces today, 100 pieces today, and that P&P will still only be the same. How incredible is that? And don't forget, you've got the extended money back guarantee until the 31st of January next year. How long is that to think about something? I don't think you're going to need to think about this for too long, are you? Do you know what? It sounds like a long way away, doesn't it? 31st January, but no. How long is it till Christmas? Have we got
4 weeks and 4 weeks on Thursday.
Did somebody just say 38 days?
4 weeks Thursday.
Oh my gosh! Have you started Christmas shopping yet, Alison?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got one present.
I buy stuff through the year if I see it.
Yeah. Oh, you're so good.
I'm not as bad as my mum. She buys their Christmas cards and things in the January sales.
That's the thing. See, no, I do that. That's the thing to do. Christmas cards, because sometimes, and I like nice Christmas cards. You know, your big department stores and stuff like that, you can get like 5 cards for like £7. I'm like, I'm not paying £7. They always end up in the recycling bin anyway. January sale, 50p. Brilliant. Brilliant. £7.95 for you. Loads of you still coming through, and lots of you on the web as well that still need to check out your baskets. So please make sure you do that for me. Oh, do you know what? If we had 100 of these, they'd all go. Oh my gosh. Do you know what? There's only 2 of you. 2 of you are going to get these. Oh my word. Do you know what you're going to need? Those gold findings. The gold flash, the rose gold. Ah, look at the luster. OMG. Now, what you thinking? Black spinel. Is that what you're thinking? Because we do have quite a bit of spinel here at Jewellery Maker, don't we? Yeah. How about... Now, what's the carat weight on this, Liam? 5. Okay, how many of you... Now, I don't, and this is pretty sad, Alison. I don't even have a carat of diamonds in my collection. In fact, my entire diamond collection consists of just 10 points. Sad, isn't it? However, you can get 5. Oh my gosh, look at the luster in these diamonds. If you want to stand out at that craft fair, if you want those high-end pieces on your stall, this is something you need. Oh my gosh. Now, we've got 2. It is not going to be enough. The one thing you must do is get your authenticity card. How professional are you going to look when you present this to your customer on your craft store and say, how do you like this 5-carat diamond design? 5-carat diamonds, never. Yes, here's the authenticity card. 5 carats of genuine black diamonds, the real deal. Every single one has been individually hand faceted. Imagine, I know it's difficult to forget the gemstone for a second, but if we can just forget the fact that they're black diamonds, imagine the time it's taken to hand facet every single one of these diamonds. I don't think the price justifies that time without the gemstone. There are only 2 chances. 2. And that's it. You need to be ready for when those graphics come in. If you've got your sapphire, if you've got your tanzanite, if you've got your ruby, your emerald, all those beautiful high-end gemstones, get this. Incredible black diamonds, 5 carats. Do you know what? There's so many of you going to be there straight away. I don't want to look at the screen. There will be so many of you missing out on this opportunity. 1 has gone. We're going to have to bring that price tag in.
I really don't know how you're doing for that price. I just don't.
See, the thing is, Alison, I can sit here, and I do this a lot, and say we're a family-run business. We go direct to the mines. They're gone. I can tell you all of this. I could say all of this. We go direct to mines. It's our buying power. But still, I don't know how we do it.
No, I don't.
I don't know how we do it.
I think they're gorgeous.
Oh my gosh. Right, Alison's challenge. These?
No.
No.
Little box on the corner.
Oh, this. So we have given this to Alison as a challenge. Oh, do you know what? Alison, you've got to have some imagination, because this is why you do what you do and I don't, obviously. But my gosh, this. Do you know what? I'm thinking if you get this, have we got a jewellery cloth at all that I could just give the gemstone a wipe? Literally, this is so big, you can get a handprint on there. Thank you, lovely. You could literally get a handprint on here, not just a fingerprint. It's huge. Oh my gosh. Now, for me, straight away, I'm just thinking ring. I mean, look at this. Look at the size of this gemstone. I'm thinking the Gems Ball, if you're going maybe in December, Genuine Gemstone Company Ball, big ball gown, big statement look. This is fabulous. You have a huge 25 carat solitaire of your beautiful clear quartz. Spin fire cut. Now look at that cut within this gemstone. This is magnificent. Can you see how much sparkle, how much brilliance that cut creates? Now the brilliance is basically the light that comes from within the gemstone, and it is that light that basically gives this gemstone its sparkle. You have got diamond-like brilliance here. You've got diamond-like luster. This is fabulous, and that cut makes the light dance around this gemstone beautifully. This is fabulous. Now, we did show it to Alison earlier on and she didn't want to give it back. She didn't, which I don't blame her. See, for me, I mean, look at the depth. If I hold this on the tweezers, I'm not good with tweezers. They're a bit like chopsticks for me, Alison.
I'll be ready to catch.
Yeah, I would. I'd get your goggles on. Oh. See what I mean? Right, now can you see the coulee of that gemstone?
It's gorgeous.
Look at the depth of this gemstone. Imagine this on the finger as a solitaire, how proud this will sit. Now, do you know what? These days, and this season, it's all about statement looks, isn't it? You know, your big, bold statement looks. You could get a couple of these, because you can multi-buy, and there's enough to multi-buy. You could make the ring. Imagine these as earrings, Alison. Oh my gosh. Even in glamour. Necklaces.
Yeah.
One in a brace. Oh my gosh. The possibilities are endless. And excuse me as well, because I've not, you know, because I've done quite a few shifts here at Jewellery Maker now, but I don't always tend to think outside the box. However, now I do. So with this, I'm thinking, Alison, napkin rings at Christmas.
Oh my gosh.
Imagine. Wouldn't that look very decadent, yes?
Yes.
Very. If you could do that for me, Alison, that'd be great. I've got, there's about 9 of us on Christmas Day. If you make 10, just for safe measures, that'd be great. Oh, these are fab.
Incredible.
25 carats in a single gemstone. Now, Sweetha in Greater London, you've already got two. Are you thinking earrings? Or are you just going to make 2 huge rings for your craft stall? These
or ring
are
and
fab.
pendant.
What was that, lovely?
Or ring and pendant.
Ring and a pendant, yes. I like it, Alison. You could make a complete suite with this, couldn't you? Okay. Oh my gosh, look at that brilliance. Gorgeous. Do you know what? If it was a sunny day today, and I don't think we do this very often here at Jewellery Maker, but if it was a sunny day, I would go outside. I'd take you outside. I'd take you all outside with the camera to show you the brilliance from this gemstone in the daylight. It's not sunny enough. It's cloudy and it's damp and it's boggy. I need it to be sunny. When you get this home, if it is a sunny day, take it outside. Wait until you see that brilliance and that sparkle when the sunlight hits this. It is incredible. Big, bold statement look. 25 carats of your clear quartz, your spin fire cut, 20 millimeters in size. This is just stunning. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. How much now? Oh, wow. My gosh.
That's a good price.
If you go to any kind of, this is 25 carats. Any silver boutique, anywhere like that, where you see big statement pieces, like this, set into a ring or something, you could be looking at 70 to 100 pounds easily. 25 carats of a genuine gemstone, you could easily be looking at that kind of price tag. But we're not staying there. Oh no, we are going lower. Anthea in Hampshire, you've got yours well done. Margaret in Merseyside, Tina in Devon, Jacqueline in Cumbria. Look at that fabulous brilliance. We haven't seen what Alison's done with this. She hasn't had it yet. £10 off, but we're going to see what she's done very, very soon. £34.95. Now, I'm telling you, if I'd got this home and I'd set this into a ring, I wouldn't have this on my craft stall for less than £50. No way. No way. Look at this for a statement. Look, this would be fab. Alison, what would you do with this? What's your first ring or
pendant? So I did one with the cut ones, with the drilled ones, which are slightly smaller. So I'd do something like that with a solitaire.
See, I said statement piece of jewellery.
Yeah.
Alison means statement piece of jewellery. Look at that design. That is just fabulous.
So you could get that same look with the one.
Yeah.
Because the size of it, it is about three of those put together.
Whoa.
Or, like you say, a big chunky ring.
Yeah.
I know my mum will be saying, I'll have one.
There you go, Alison. Okie dokies. 0800 644 655. We'll have another look at that later on. Should we pass that over to Alison? And, oh, look, she can't wait to get hands on it. She can't wait. There you go. Yeah, I'd love a big statement ring with Alison. Big statement ring.
What size are we?
Size 6, size L to M. Yeah, that'd be great. I love Alison. She's like, I'm just going to spend 4 hours getting bespoke made jewellery. I love it. Okie dokies, we'll have a little look at that later on. Righty ho. Ooh, the pearls. Pearls. Now, every time I come here at Jewellery Maker, they fly out of the door. Absolutely fly. And you know what? You can't go wrong with pearls, can you? You just can't go wrong. Timeless, classic. Any age, anybody can wear pearls. They are just so timeless. They are gorgeous. See, I'm looking at these straight away, Liam, and I'm just thinking Christmas. Look at these colours. Beautiful. Got this gorgeous burgundy hue and your classic white pearls there as well. So you are going to get both. Oh, mulberry. Mulberry. I like that. Do you know what mulberry? This is how I think. Mulberry, I think of, no, not handbags actually. Mulled wine. Of course, alcohol, of course. Yes, I love, it was actually Ryan. I just want to let you all know that it was Ryan that said handbags, was it? When I say mulberry, Ryan thinks of handbags. 0800 644 655. You've got your mulberry culture pearls there, 7 by 5 millimetres in size, and you've got your culture pearls there, 5 by 4 millimetres in size. Beautiful. And the thing is as well, pearls go with anything, don't they? They go with, oh, can you imagine the white pearls and the black diamonds together? Oh my gosh, how expensive would that look?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. See, Alison just said, imagine the black diamonds with the clear quartz that she's got.
Edging it.
Yeah, if we had more. Do you know what? I wish we had 100 of those diamonds. I really do. 2 of you, how lucky!
The pearls are beautiful.
So you've got your mulberry culture pearls and your white culture pearl. The length, I forgot a length on these, Liam. Are they 40 centimetres in each strand? Shall I give them a measure, shall I? Let's give them a measure. Okie dokies, let's have a look. Now, normally I think they're 40 centimetres is kind of the, 40 centimetres is kind of the standard, isn't it? Right, let's have a look. 30 to there. Yeah, 40 centimetres. 40 centimetres in your strands here. Very beautiful. In fact, I'm going to give these little twists together so you can see these colours. Have a look at these. Look at that pearlescence as well. Beautiful. That pearlescence, it's like pure silk, isn't it, that lustre? It's incredible. Loads of you on those phone lines already. There always is for pearls, isn't there? They're just a classic. You can't go wrong. And have you ever seen the price tags here at the Genuine Gemstone Company for pearls? They are ridiculous. If you have a look on the high street or anywhere else, you know, that you could possibly get a strand of pearls from, whether you shop on the internet or wherever else, For synthetic pearls, for faux pearls, you can pay an absolute fortune. It's ridiculous. They are man-made, they are synthetic. These, they're the real deal. These are genuine cultured pearls, and they are incredibly beautiful. You are looking for that pearlescence. Okay, if everyone checks out now, half the stock is gone. There's loads of you. Irene in Berkshire, you're multi-buying that as well. That's the way forward, I think, multi-buying. That's a brilliant idea, especially when we're bringing you a couple of strands as well. So it's not like you've got to choose one of these. Do you get both of them? 0800 644 655. Gillian on the web, Jacqueline, Cynthia, Christy, Julie, Isabel, Brenda, you're there, Anonymous in Aberdeenshire, loads of you on the web. It's all about confirmation. Get out of town. Less than £5 each. Do you know what? I'm always amazed when I come here. I'm always amazed. Now, because I work across all of the channels here at the Genuine Gemstone Company, you know, I get to see, so I'll see cultured pearls that have been set into jewellery, and I'll see genuine gemstones and black diamonds that have been set into jewellery already. The prices are giveaway price tags. And as I was saying earlier, you know, I can say that we're a family-run company. You know, our gem buying experience is incredible. But I still just don't quite understand it. Obviously, Paula and Hannah, their buying power is like, they've got like magic. They've got like wands. What's going on with these price tags? It's wrong. It's just wrong. But it's brilliant for you. All you've got to do is check out your baskets or pick up the phone, of course, 0800 644 655. Anonymous in Surrey. You bought 2, congratulations to you. Hazel in County Durham, you've just checked out on the web. Martina in Neath, you're there. Glenda in Greater Manchester. Eleanor, you're there as well. Eleanor's in France. I wonder what the weather's like in France now. Do you think it's like our weather? Not here. No? Do you think it's a bit warmer? Yeah. See, I always imagine France, I don't know why, to be like us. I know it's a huge place, isn't it? I'm rubbish at geography. Ryan just, you know, obviously pointed out that it's a very big place. In Paris, it's raining. Right. Okay. I was just thinking, you know, is it? But you see, you forget how big these places are, and I am rubbish at geography. Rubbish. I get excited if somebody on the call screen comes up that's in Worcestershire, because I think that you're literally right by us. In fact, Worcestershire is thousands of square miles, and we could be thousands of miles apart. I just don't realise it's a big world out there, isn't it? Alison's thinking, oh my gosh, who have they put me with today? 0800 644 655, £9.95. It's an incredible deal. Absolute deal of a deal there. Okie Kokies. Oh, yes. Look at these rounds. These are good. You see, do you know what? I'm going to put these two together here. I'm going to put those two together and those two together. Now I'm looking at the reds here and I'm thinking Art Deco. Because it's all about Art Deco at the moment, isn't it, Alison? Yeah. The design, it really, really is all about your 1920s glamour. And I'm looking at these and I'm thinking you could do something with those, something very Art Deco. I'm looking at the pink here, or kind of like a dusky pink, that's what they're called, dusky pink. I'm thinking bridal, I'm thinking weddings. And do you know what? More and more people are having winter weddings, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
It always used to be summer. I'd have a summer wedding, but I have been to a winter wedding day after Boxing Day. It was amazing.
If you get the right day, it can be absolutely stunning.
Imagine. Yeah. The thing is, in this country, summer wedding, you can't guarantee the sunshine, can you? Winter wedding, we can't guarantee the snow either. It's rubbish. Actually, I'm moving. It's rubbish. But I am thinking, winter weddings, and I suppose as well, Alison, a lot of people are having their wedding jewellery on the craft stalls all year round now because of that. Because I suppose, you know, a couple of years ago, people tend to have the kind of wedding jewellery in your spring craft fairs ready for the summer. But I suppose all year round you should have it now. Oh, absolutely. I mean, weddings are huge business. Yeah. And also, when you've got to remember, people are planning weddings 2 years in advance these days. Yeah. You know, if you haven't booked your venue in 2 years in advance, you've got no chance of getting the date you want. You've just got to take whatever. Gosh. So people do plan very, very far in advance. 2 years. Yeah. That's bonkers, isn't it? Imagine that's 2 years of stress. Oh, gosh. I'd rather not get married, I think. 2 years, that's bonkers, isn't it? It is. Everyone's laughing now. Probably really won't anyway. I've got no chance. I've been waiting 8 years, Alison. Oh, 8 years, still not got a ring on my finger. A child, 8 years, house, still no ring. Anyway. Back to the jewellery. I always get a bit bitter when it comes to weddings. My other half did say he was going to tune in, so hopefully he's watching, Alison. 0800 644 655. You've got your dusky pink, your rainbow shell, and you've got your red shell there as well. They're approximately, I'm going to guess, 40 centimetres. 40 centimetres. Oh, look, now I've started something. All the boys, how long have you been with your other half? How long have you been with your other half? When should you propose? When should you? How many years, Ben, did you say?
4.
4 years. You thinking of putting a question? No.
Just bought a house. So
It's just bought a house, yeah. So no, absolutely no. I tell you what, Alison, you need about 20 years to save, don't you? Never mind 2 years planning.
You do. Unless you do it yourself.
Huh?
Unless you do a lot of it yourself.
Yeah, you see, you could, couldn't you? Because you're very creative, all the designing. Do you know what? That's just. Does anybody use genuine gemstones for invitations and stuff like that? Would that work?
You could do. Yeah, absolutely, you could do.
Oh, I like that idea.
See why not?
I like that idea. Okay, look at me, still talking about weddings. 4 strands, your red shell, your dusky pink, and you've got your rainbow shell there. All beautiful. These will work with any other gemstones, you know, your pinks and your purples. So your dusky pink with amethyst maybe would look incredible. And we've got a beautiful amethyst bundle coming up. I can see some amethyst over there coming up for you later on. The reds with your black diamonds maybe. To go with everything. Can you, no offence, Liam, don't take this the wrong way, but are you any good at maths?
How much?
There's 4 strands here. 4 strands. Under £2.50 each. That is ridiculous.
Bonkers.
You. We said it's Sunday. Sunday, it's the weekend. Do you know what? A lot of people get the Monday blues on a Sunday, don't they? Keep it here. Stay here with us at Jewellery Maker. I tell you what, you'll be laughing all day. Look at you. You know, like in the Astra. Was it in the Astra where they used to pack the bottoms?
Oh, yeah.
Saving money. You're saving more than you're spending. These should be £9.95 each, shouldn't they? They should. Other supermarkets are available, by the way. 0800 644 655. Loads and loads of you there. Do you know what? I'd multi-buy like ×3. So you could get 12 strands, but less than £30. That's ridiculous. Liam. Sharon in the West Midlands, Linda in Nottinghamshire, you're there. Jill in Sussex, Carolyn, Berkshire, Brenda. Okay, we've got to move on. Loads to get through. Still stock available, so keep checking out on the web, by the way. Have a look on the web. Okie dokie. Liam. The stuff on the steps. I like that. The stuff on the steps. Have a look. This is fab. This is fab. I love this kit. This is fabulous. And this is called Rich Velvet. So, see, again, I struggle because I'm not here at Jewellery Maker all the time. I do struggle to work out the fact that we're bringing you all this and this is going to be one price tag, okay? So it's not the wire separately, it's not the strand separately, it's all one bundle. 5 strands, 1, 2, 3, oh, beg your pardon, 6 strands you've got here. 6 strands, and you have all of this wire as well. This is fab. Let's have a look at these. Look at these colours. Now, I have seen what Alison has done with this bundle, and I have to say it was a favourite upstairs in the office, and this is the one that I will have to wrestle Helena to the floor to get at 5 o'clock. I'm not even joking, she'll be waiting. I'll see her, she'll come through that door, she'll be waiting, and we're going to have to wrestle to get this one. Helena wants this one. It's not happening, it's not happening. You have 6 strands. 3 reels of wire you've got here. So you have 0.8 mil, 10 metres of your 0.8 in this reel. And you've got your 0.6 here, 10 metres of your 0.6, that's 20 metres so far. And this is your 0.4. And you've got 10 metres of your 0.4 there as well. So you've got 3 reels of your gold wire. Look at that lustre from your gold as well. That's beautiful. And then you have 6 strands. So we've got 250 carats of your crackled amethyst, which is here. This is beautiful. Now with your crackled gemstones, what we do to get that effect is we heat it up to a really, really high temperature, and then we cool it down really quickly. So it gives us this beautiful crackled effect. And that really does add depth to that gemstone. It's like kind of like a 3rd dimension to that gemstone, isn't it? It's fab. Beautiful rounds you've got here. And I'm just gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to there. So you've probably got about 30 to 40 on this strand. Look at this. Oh my word. Look at the fasting on these beautiful luster you've got here. So you've got 40, let's just double check, 70, it's not those ones, 40 carats in this strand, I think, yes. 40 carats in this strand, so that's a big, big carat weight that you've got there. You've then got your rainbow moonstone, and I can see, I don't know if you can see that on camera, but your adulorescence, which is that bluish shimmer that you can see from the surface of this gemstone. It's just fabulous. It's a very mystical gemstone. And with your amethyst, actually, it really helps to bring out the adulorescence. It really helps to pick out those blues within the gemstone. You then have your coated pyrite, 95 carats of your coated pyrite there as well. And again, a black gemstone, it's going to work with anything and everything, whether it be your white pearls, your dusky pink pearls, your red pearls that we bought you, rose quartz, anything, absolutely anything. That's a new word. You can add that one to my dictionary. Then we've got your 70 carats of your green amethyst. And we've got another, just looking for the carat weight on this one, I think that's 55 carats in that. So that is a massive total. Do we have a total gem weight on this one? We'll have to just make that call to Carol Vorderman or find a calculator. Massive carat weight here. You've got, I'm not even going to guess, but I'm going to say, I love that. I'm not going to guess, but I'm going to say about 700 carats. Just done it, haven't I? There's a huge, huge carat weight. So you've got your beautiful green amethyst, 545 carats. That's a huge amount. So you've got 545 carats of your amethyst, your pyrite, your moonstone, and your green amethyst there as well. And you've got all your wire there as well. So you've got 3 wheels of rose. That's 30 metres in total. Your 0.8, your 0.6 and your 0.4 there as well. And now, Alison, I have to ask you, and Ruth Lynette actually sent me a clip of myself asking one of our guest designers this because she couldn't get herself off the floor. But I ask all the designers, what do you do with your tassels?
I've actually been collecting them.
There you go. Well, I think that's, I don't understand why that's so funny. Just a normal question. What do you use them for? Earrings?
Well, I haven't yet. I've got an idea.
Just collecting them up?
I've got an idea for a big statement necklace.
Really?
I'm still collecting.
Oh, I want to see that when you've done that. Because you can use these for lots of different things. And again, thinking outside the box, doesn't necessarily have to be jewellery, does it? It can be, you can go on your cushions, they can go on your tie backs. You can add them to interior design, anything you like. But I quite like the idea of these on necklaces as well, just hanging down the back of the neckline. If you've got your hair up, I think that's very elegant. And the thing is as well, we always colour match them, don't we, to the gemstones as well. So you've got your purple with your amethyst here, your green with your green amethyst. You've got your black with your coated pyrite there as well. You've got your white with your moonstone. And now I think this is a nice little addition to your strands as well. And as Alison said, she's been collecting hers up, saving them, and she's going to make a huge, well, I presume it's going to be a huge creation, for a statement piece, statement necklace. Let us know what you do with your tassels. Now, you can text us, get involved, start your message with the word JM Studio, and send your message through to 60777. What do you do with your tassels? I'd love to see some pictures. I'm thinking cushions. I'm thinking, or maybe on your makeup bag. Like your zip on your makeup bag.
Oh, yeah.
Little
phone
charm for your mobile phone. Yes, see? 0800 644 655. So you are getting a massive, over 500 carats. Whoopsie. Over 500 carats you've got here. Do you know what? Can I hold? I'm going to hold the crackled amethyst up to the neckline, actually. Durable. Because because I quite like this gemstone. I love any crackle gemstone. I think it's very on trend, isn't it? It adds a certain depth, I think, to the gemstone. Really, really pretty. And these are huge rounds as well. They really are. And you know, the thing is, I always think, automatically, when you see a strand, I always think, right, necklace. But it doesn't always go like that. And with the piece that I saw earlier on that Alison had made, she'd used, you know, all these gemstones, but also, Alison, you probably had loads left over. You're going to get more than your money back. More than your money back. Saving more than you're spending. 0800 644 655 should be priced. Okay. I was just about to say, before that price tag came in, I was just about to say, okay, should be, I'm going to say, £15 per strand. Yeah, that's what I guess, £15 per strand. 30, 60s, my maths is rubbish, isn't it? £90 for those. And then your wire as well. You know, I'd be quite happy with, you know, a should be would be £100. I think that's incredible. But £42 is your should be price, which means we are going even lower.
Wow. Brilliant.
Brilliant price.
Now, £27.09, that's for all of these strands. Just one of these strands, that price tag, I would be more than happy with. I really, really would. And don't forget your wire as well. I mean, how much is the wire normally on the web? That is unreal. You've got 30 metres of wire to work with there, and that's going to go some way, isn't it? It really, really is. Nicola in Midlothian, Annette in Norfolk, Deborah in PA, that's Pennsylvania, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Ellis in Norfolk, Eleanor in Greater London, Josephine in Cumbria, Suzanne in East Sussex, you're there as well. Caroline in County Durham, you're there. Anonymous in Essex. Kerry in Warwickshire, Emily in the West Midlands. See, Kerry, I'm getting excited because you're in Warwickshire and I live in Warwickshire. However, you could be hundreds of miles away from where I live.
You mean you don't know her?
I know, yeah, it's quite funny. How funny. Earlier on, it's funny that you say that. I was talking to Helena upstairs earlier on, and we was talking about Banbury. And Helena said, do you know so-and-so? And Scott and I looked at each other as if to say, Banbury's a huge place, why on earth would I know these people? And she's like, well, I just thought I'd ask because, you know, you might know them. Really? Oh. Well, there you go then. She knows one of Ryan's ex-girlfriends. The world's not as big as you think it is. 0800 644 655, Lou in Wiltshire, Yvonne in Lancashire, Carolyn in County Durham. You're there as well. That was a terrible effort and accent, wasn't it? Okay, let's have a look. Oh, Alison. Now, oh my gosh. Look at all these pieces. Sorry, Alison.
It's all right.
She's coming over and trashing the joint. Now, all of these pieces you've made with these strands.
Yeah.
You can't possibly have anything left.
I've got loads of gemstones left.
Oh
Yeah,
my
tons.
days! Now.
That goes the other way.
Oh right. That's probably why it won't stand up, because it's round. Oh my word! So we've got a brooch. We've got earrings. In fact, we've got 2 pairs of earrings, 3 pairs of earrings, and 3 necklaces. And Alison still has gemstones left from this bundle. That is incredible. Now, can I just hold these up?
Yeah.
Because, oh my gosh, these are so fab. Look, even on camera one, statement piece of jewellery. Oh my gosh, statement's an understatement, isn't it? These are just fab, and they are huge. Oh, Alison, I love them. They're just gorgeous. So we have an entire suite here. I love those earrings. Oh, do you know what, Alison? I don't know what to choose. They're just all so gorgeous. I have to say, the necklace, though, that Helen and I will be wrestling for is this one here. Look at these strands together. I love the way you've done that, Alison, with these strands.
Yeah.
The different shades of your amethyst, they work so well. Really beautiful. And all of this wire, so I'm assuming, Alison, that this Did you already have this in your stash?
No. That was from the kit.
Oh my gosh. So all of this is made from the kit?
Yeah.
All of it?
Everything comes from the kit.
Oh my days. And she's
and a few findings.
Still got pieces left. That's incredible.
Got virtually the whole of the green amethyst. I've used that in the 5-piece necklace.
Right.
This one.
Oh yeah.
I've got quite a few of the black ones. I've got some of them. The moonstone. Oh, the moonstone is gorgeous. The shiller you get off it is absolutely beautiful. And considering the little gemstones, and you think, oh well, I won't see anything. Yeah. You do. You get the flashes of colour. Trust me.
Oh wow. And especially, I suppose, in things like earrings as well, where you get that movement where the light hits the gemstones. You do get that movement. You're going to get that beautiful adulorescence. Keep knocking this brooch.
No, it's all right. I had a bit of an accident with it in the car. Hence, it hasn't got the brooch back on it because I had an accident. That's why it's having trouble.
Okay.
So if you turn
I
it
love
round,
this.
That's the front. There you go.
Look. Look at this brooch. Do you know what? I love brooches. We don't see enough of them, do we? We really don't. And I think it's a great thing to have on your stall because pashminas, they're all the rage, aren't they? Pashminas and what are they called?
Little shrugs and shawls.
Yeah. And this to secure. I love them. I might take that one.
I'll put the brooch back on it.
I love that. Really, really love that.
But that kind of goes with the earrings. So
yeah.
What I wanted to do with this, because it's a bit different to my normal designer inspiration, but what I wanted to do, it was such a nice suite of gemstones, and they all work so well together. I wanted to talk a bit about how to make a collection of jewellery.
Right, okay.
So, you know, how do you go about building it so that it's not a bit of this, or you've got your purple ones over there and your green ones over there? You know, how do you build it up? Yeah. So from starting off, where you're going to go either with a colour, right? You can either take the colour and take that theme through, or I've gone for Art Deco. Yeah. But I've kind of tried to link all the pieces. So we've got, most of them are the triangular shape, very classic deco shapes, but I've used the gemstones to connect each of the pieces. So they've either got one of the gemstones which flows through into another one of the gemstones, and you're linking it all in. Yeah. So it actually all works, and most of those pieces would go with any of the other pieces.
They would,
you could mix and match. And if you're going to do either for a present for someone or for a stall, if you think about that and either go, you know, you could have a pearl section. Yeah. You could have a deco section. You could, you know, think about it when you're setting your stall out so that it's got a theme. Yeah. And it really draws people to it more because they can see a collection. Yeah. And they can see it en masse. Whereas if you've got bits dotted all over the place, you don't get the impact. Yeah, and I suppose it's hard as well. It's always hard to imagine something, isn't it? Yeah. Very difficult. Yeah. You know, you might see a piece and wonder what you're going to wear it with. But in fact, as Alison's saying, if it's all there ready for you to see. I mean, if you think of a flower bed, if you've got a flower bed and you've just got a random mass of flowers all over the place, it can look amazing, but it's not cohesive. And then you look at a flower bed that's got a design and they're clumped together, and you go, wow, that's amazing. And you can see the whole pattern of it. And that's what you want to think about when you're doing a collection, is sit down. You don't have to plan it necessarily. It can, but just have that in the mind, have that theme running through your mind and think, well, okay, how am I going to work these together? And actually go with it. And that's what I tried to do. And I think that's what sometimes we forget, because quite often we'll, you know, I'll do a big statement necklace. You know, wow, and I could have used most of these and done the most amazing necklace and earrings and what have you. But I wanted to actually go a little bit different, very different for me.
I love these. I love them. And it's funny actually, because we were saying earlier about Art Deco, weren't we? And how it's come back. It's just so on trend right now. The 1920s, the Art Deco. You know, when you look at clothes, you look at jewellery, you look at handbags, any accessories. It's all about Art Deco. It really is. What are you going to demo for us then,
well,
Alison?
We're going to do as much of it as we can. Okay. Because
brilliant. That's what I like.
None of them are really overly complicated to do. Okay. Yeah. So if we'll start with the basic triangular shape. Okay. And we'll start with the earrings right at the end, because they're a very simple place. Oh, so there's pieces in here that beginners can do. Just have a go. Right. So I want my wires, which I did get out and covered. So I've got the 0.8, the 0.6, and the 0.4 wires. Okay, so using the 0.8, you can make these as big as or as small as you want.
Yeah.
Think about, like I was with the Art Deco, things tend to be elongated. They don't get short, stubby stuff.
Yeah.
So I wanted an elongated triangle. So I'd say about that long.
Righty-ho.
And then you're straightening your wire out. Okay. Did I do those ones double? I did, didn't I? Oh, I didn't. I did those single. Right, these are even easier. Okay. So you've got your basic V, which starts your triangle, and you want to make it as tight or as wide as you want.
Righty-ho.
Now, to get the fine point, you can use your chain nose, but your flat nose are really, really good for getting a point on.
Yeah.
So if you want to get that sharp edge, really push into there. Okay. And then decide about where you're going to go and put your bend across and your bend across.
Okay,
and then in your centre point, I tend to sort of do that. Now you can see I've not got those the same height. So all I do is bend that back and measure it. You can measure all these, but I tend to measure either by eye or next to each other, rather than this is 6 centimetres, this is about that long, I want the other one to match.
You could be there forever, couldn't you?
Yeah.
You could do it that way.
And you can, there's nothing wrong with that. Then about halfway, so you want to do the same amount. Now I use my nails a lot to measure, and I use my tools. So I'd say that's about a thumbnail width.
Yeah.
I'm forever doing things like that. Okay, bend those up, and then we're going to make a little loop. Now I know for a tight loop it's about the thickness of my thumb, so it's about what, a centimetre, just over a centimetre, and that'll give you a nice tightish loop.
Okey-dokey.
Okay. Now I've probably done all these slightly different. Bend them over, tight onto there, and that's ready to take your earring finding or jump ring.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we want to put the lines in. So with my 0.6, you could use the 0.8. The 0.6 was just that little bit finer.
Right.
It just gives you that tighter V at the bottom. So I've got 2 lines in. If you've made a wider V, you could put more lines going up.
I actually quite like this size, Alison. I think it's perfect.
I do like my dangly earrings.
Gorgeous.
Right, so again, you want this to be a really, really tight bend. So I am going to squidge the very end. See how that's almost come together?
Yeah.
If you've got the U pliers,
right?
I can't remember what they're called.
The what one?
Banding pliers. Yeah, you could do it with that, and that'll give you a very good V as a starting point. But you do want to ease it back out again. Okay. So now, what I would tend to do is do both earrings at the same time.
Yeah.
So each stage, repeat it with the other earrings, so you're measuring it, and you'll get them the same.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to want that to fit right in the bottom, and just straighten your wires up, and then you're going to hook those over there. We'll get our second one. We'll bend in the middle. This is fab for Christmas jewellery.
It's just such a good idea, isn't it? Just to bespoke make something for everyone in your family or your friends. I think it's brilliant. I do. And
it's these designs are quite easy to make, but glam.
Yeah.
I do think. I mean, just a simple pair of earrings with a few pieces of wiring and one gemstone, and how glam does that look?
It's a fabulous design.
You know.
They're gorgeous.
Right, now with a piece of the 0.4.
Oh, Liam just said we've got some lovely messages about Alison. Should we have a look? Let's have a look. Yeah, you might have to read them to me, Liam, remember. He's going to put those up on screen. Yeah, Ryan just said, well, they are just in front of you. Does it make any difference? Does it make any difference? Yeah, go on, read that. Alison, it's great to see you doing sweets of jewellery.
Oh, thank you.
Totally stunning. Oh, nice to see you teach us on. See, that's the thing you said as well. I suppose not everybody would think of maybe, you know, incorporating all of these designs together. Yeah. And so it's great for you to see that, exactly.
And I think we do get carried away, and I know I do as a guest designer, and we can come up and we think, wow, we do these statement pieces that you can all take little pieces of. Yeah. We don't expect everyone to make these huge statement necklaces. Yeah. So we expect you to use bits and take it away. Yeah. But you forget, no, also how about creating a suite? Yeah. Because not everybody knows how to put that together. No. I mean, I've been a photographer in a previous life. And one of the things I was taught many, many years ago was about putting a collection of photographs together and how to make them look. Like those earrings, they balance. Yeah. They all point in, they balance. And it's all about things like that. How do you make it so that it looks like it belongs together? Yeah. Not that it's just an odd collection.
They just flow. Yeah. They just flow.
You know, and that's what it's about. So all I'm doing is wire wrapping very quickly the base of these V's. I mean, you'll take a little bit more time and do it carefully. You only need 2 or 3 wraps to hold each one. Oops.
And is that still the point?
This is the point 4 we're wrapping with.
Okay.
The 0.4 we're wrapping with. Then fetch the other V in and just catch that in it as well. Like I say, you only need a couple of weaves. Now these aren't as neat as those because I'm rushing it. 1, 2, 3. Go through there.
So you're wrapping just 2? You're doing 3 or 2 there?
I've got 3 together. The 2 middle ones, and the outside, and then the 2 middle ones, the other side, and the outside. And it's just to hold those in place, and that's all you need to do it for. So like I say, you'll do that neater than I've just done it. Trim your bits off. Okay, and then we go to the top. Now we've got, make sure you get them the right way round. I'm just going to do something. If you're finding this is going all over the place, pop a little bit of scrap wire in there.
Just to hold it in place.
Just to hold it in place till you get your link on. Okay. Right, so we'll take the outer one first, and you're going to go, just bend it over the top of the frame. Right. Through the middle. And this is 0.6, so it's quite easy. That's why I did it with the 0.6. It's quite easy to do that with. Now you see there, if I hold it that way, it's sort of a bit away. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll take our pliers and we'll just squidge that together and tidy that up. Yeah. And then we'll trim. Now think about where's your front and back as to where you want this wire to finish. Right. So I'm going to want that wire to finish at the back. So if I pull it through there and trim off in there, it should finish in the back. If I haven't rushed it. Never goes as well when you're
under pressure, isn't it? Under pressure.
There you go. Lovely. Okay, so then we take our next one and just pull it out. And again, I'm going to go that side so that it's the side of the other wires. Right. Only because you want to have a gap between them, so you can use your wrapping to form your gap. And what you need to do is make sure you're quite firm holding it, so that when you're pulling it, because it is 0.6 wire, so it is quite strong, you don't want to shorten that one more than the other one is. So you want it to be the same length. So again, you want a few wraps round.
We've got a question for you, Alison.
Okay.
Somebody's asking, what's the easiest weave? What's the easiest weave to do? And what size wire? What's the best size wire? That was.
Oh my gosh.
Who's that one from? Michelle. Michelle in Suffolk.
It really does depend on what you're doing.
Yeah.
The easiest weave that most people start with is what they call the figure of 8 weave, where you're going to and from, to and from, to and from, which is on the pendant that goes with these at the end.
This one, there we go. Yeah,
that's got a basic figure of 8 weave. That's quite a nice one to start with.
Yeah. And look how effective that is as well. It looks amazing.
It just fills it in a bit, but gives it a little bit of a pattern.
It looks fab.
I don't think most of them are hard. It's just remembering your pattern.
Yeah.
So it's all about remembering your pattern. So the simpler the pattern, the easier it is to do. So if you've got 2 wires and you're going to do 2 round the bottom one, 2 round the top one, 2 round the bottom one, 2 round the top one, that's quite easy.
Right.
If you've got 5 wires and you start building up patterns while you're weaving, then to repeat that pattern it starts becoming a bit more difficult.
Right.
So it is all about, for me, getting into a rhythm with it.
Yeah.
You've just got to remember where you are.
A few different and see what's easiest for you, I guess. I suppose everyone's different, aren't they?
Yeah. I'd start with the figure of 8, and I'd start with 2 wires and do something like wrap it round 3 times round the bottom wire, then wrap it round both of them twice. 3 times round the bottom, both of them twice. And that gives you quite a nice effect too. And then once you get in the hang of that and the rhythm, and you can start experimenting with more. Right, I've just got this last one to do, and then we'll put the gemstone in. Whoops. Now you see what I mean about keeping it the same tension. Because I pulled that one, I immediately pulled that down, so it would give you different lengths. So you've got to be very careful with that, but that's the only fiddly bit about it.
Right.
Okay, let me just whiz that through. There. And snip that off. Okay, so there's your basic shape. Whoops. There you go. Then we had an amethyst, no, it's not amethyst, it's the...
your crackled...
The crackled.
Amethyst, was it? Yeah.
It's gorgeous, this. Absolutely
it is
loved
fab, isn't it?
this. Right, now you can either use a head pin or make a head pin. If you haven't got a head pin, just put as small as you can loop on the end.
Yeah.
Okay. Thread it through, and it takes the 0.8 very easy.
And the head pins we had earlier, didn't we? The solid sterling silver with the gold flash, which I believe the graphicals are on the bottom of your screen now. You can still get £7.95 though as well. Okay,
now, did I put a jump ring, I think, through to hang it on, or did I put it straight?
No, you used a jump ring there.
Yeah, so what I've done is I've attached a jump ring to there to hang down, and then I've attached this to the jump ring, just wire wrapped it onto there.
Yeah.
And then that's ready to go on your head pin. No, your earring.
Brilliant.
Finder. Right. So we'll move on to another one.
Yeah.
We're gonna rattle through quite a few to get
as
much
as
these.
I'm sure everybody would rather you did that, so they can see.
Because that gives you your basic triangular shape, and that works for virtually all of the earrings.
Does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Like I say, there's a theme. There was a theme running through it.
I love them.
Okay.
Which one
right.
shall I have?
If we do the necklace that's nearest to you.
This one.
Yeah.
I
love this necklace.
This is, see, I thought, we have a lot of chains here at Gemporia, which are kind of like this, snake chains. And I genuinely thought that was something you'd already got in your stash, but no.
No, it's that's literally, I'm not going to show you how to do that.
Yeah.
It's literally, I've used the new professional gizmo tool we've got, which is about that long, and that's one continual piece of gizmo, so you just coil it around a mandrel.
All the way around?
Yeah.
That's
brilliant.
So
Absolutely
effective,
love it.
isn't it? 'Cause it gives you loads of lustre as well. It's fab, that.
And that's with the 0.6.
Right.
And I just used it round the necklace.
Yeah.
Right, so this is the one. We've got a bit of a different shape, but it still hangs in with the theme. And because you've got the gemstones, it ties in. So for these pieces, and for some of the earrings, so it's the same technique, I've used 2 strands of the 0.8 for 2 reasons. To get a little bit more structure.
Right.
The stability, But also, it's back to that 1920s. They sort of had things, they enamelled it, and then you'd have frames and things, and you'd have rows of things. So it's kind of like framing it. So it was a design feature on it. It was definitely designed. Right. So we want to make a bit of a diamondy shape at the bottom, or a tie shape, I suppose. So put a V, but we don't want it to be quite as dramatic.
Okay.
Then you can decide how big you want. I think I used my thumb again.
Okay.
To put the next one in. Now I'm only doing one to begin with. Okay. So again, if you want to measure it, because those aren't quite equal, you can do. Right, we're then going to put a V in our second piece of wire. So if you were doing the triangle, you'd put one V in and take them up.
Right.
So it's the same principle. Right, I'm now going to get, and for those who know me, know I have a bit box of all little pieces like this of wire, and anything that sort of size is brilliant in the bit box.
Yeah.
Because you very rarely have something that small to do it, unless you're doing lots of little wire wraps, but it's perfect for holding things together. So I'm now going to roughly wrap it around here just to hold it in place.
Okay.
Okay, so it doesn't matter.
Just to hold it.
It's to hold it in place.
Yeah.
You want the two pieces, you don't want them crisscrossing, you want them flat together, but it'll hold it stable. And then you can go back and you can follow this bend now, put your wires in and bend it up. Okay?
Yeah.
And then if you pull that out a bit, you can then catch that round that corner too. And that starts holding your shape.
Yeah.
Okay. And the same with this size. Bend it up.
I know it's fast forwarding a little bit, Alison, but is that easy to get back off?
Oh yeah. You're not doing it. You're doing it very roughly.
Yeah.
You're just doing it, just literally to tack it in place.
Okay.
Right, now, because of the way this design works, we don't want to just go up in a triangle. We want to bend these out. So again, holding them flat. Don't hold them that way because you'll squash them. But holding them flat, just put that curve. You're almost just stroking the wire, and it'll bend with the heat of your fingers. And again, make sure they don't crisscross, and put that curve into your wire, and then that gives you that sort of shape.
That's lovely.
Obviously need a little bit more curve in that side. There you go. So there we've got the basis of that coming along.
It's a very elegant shape as well, isn't it? It's very dramatic, elegant, you know.
Don't you think the 20s were? It was all about glamour and elegance. I mean, those pearls you had before that you just twined together, the white and the red. When you just twined them together, so simple, perfect little necklace. Absolutely gorgeous. And the price was terrible. Terribly low. Right, now I'm going to decide how long I want it, and I'm literally, I've got hold of it in my round nose pliers, and I'm just going to take it down. Now, because it's going over the gizmo, I wanted it to be quite big. So you're kind of making a bail. So to end them up, you can either wrap them around it, whatever, but I thought, no, I'll go with the sort of lines across. So this is a little bit more fiddly, so take your wires, if I turn that upside down, and I'm sorry I'm going up and down, aren't I? He's going to shout at me in a minute. Okay, so I've just pulled them across at the back. Okay, so one of them, I'm going to use my flat pliers because I want to maintain these two with the two wires, and I'm going to take this one round the front, and I'm using my flat pliers to hold it, and then fetch that down, and that will just tuck behind there. And then the other one, I've gone in the opposite direction, so I've taken that up, and again, if I trim it, I've just used it to tuck.
See, I like that. It's just an extra little bit of attention to detail, isn't it? I like that sweep across the front. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and you're going to tuck your ends behind. Now you can either bring those two close together, or you can leave them a bit open. And because I've done the bottom one a bit more open, if you find that it does that, just stretch it down a bit. Okay. Now on the back, what you need to do is trim these. So we're going to trim them down. Now you don't want it sticking like that. So with your fine nose pliers, bend them down.
Right.
Okay, hang on, let me. Fiddle with that.
And that's the back of the design,
so that's the back.
Okay.
So when you see it and you want to trim them so that, sorry, I did that deliberately. I waited till you'd walked away then.
I thought something horrible was happening.
No. Okay, so and you can tidy that up.
Yeah.
And then if you put your round nose pliers back in, just make sure that they're where they're at. Okay, and again, you need to bend those over and trim them off. If you're not sure about getting them flush, and I haven't got them very flush there, just put a dab of glue on the back of it just to hold it in place, and it also makes sure that that rough edge isn't there if you're not sure about tipping it under. Okay, right, so when we've got that, I then took this. These are gorgeous.
Oh, the green amethyst, I love those.
Oh, how clear are they?
Yeah.
So pretty and so sparkly.
Real delicate hue, isn't it? Really sparkly. That's the thing with delicate hues, like you get so much brilliance. You know, with gemstones, I say the lighter, the brighter. That's because you get all of that brilliance. It's fab.
Absolutely. So.
They're lovely shapes as well, aren't they?
I know, little delicate, aren't they? I absolutely love them. So I took a few of these, put them on some 0.4.
Okay.
Actually, right, now you were saying about this.
Yeah.
Now we've got that stable up there, we can actually
just unwind it.
Let it go. Because it won't go anywhere now.
Yeah.
You've attached it.
And it doesn't take long, does it?
No, but it just makes it so much easier when you're trying to bend things into shape. If you want things to stay together, put them attached at some point, because we're going to wrap this round about 3 times. Make sure you squish it together to get a nice finish, and then we're going to put some amethysts on it.
Rightio.
Right, so you want to have enough to do a nice curve in the bottom.
Right.
So I want about another 2 or 3 on there, don't I? These were so pretty.
They're gorgeous, aren't they? And I think these are perfect for the Art Deco look as well, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
And they really are, they're gorgeous.
Absolutely. Right, there we go. And then we're going to go round again.
So how many have you used there? About 6 of you?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is bigger than that one.
Yeah.
So.
Bigger design than that one. You can make it as big or as small as you like, can't
absolutely.
you? Like you said.
I mean, you could do one of these as a pendant on its own, or as earrings.
Yeah.
Fab earrings as well. Right, and then we'll take my one remaining because I only have one of those left. And I'm terrible when I come because we always get 2 kits.
Yeah.
We get one to make and one to do the pieces.
Yeah.
Well, something like this, you don't need to do many stages. And I'm loath to break into another strand when, you know, what's the point of ruining a strand for the sake of 2 minutes on telly? The strand might want that 2 minutes of fame, but you don't know. Might be sitting there in its bag going, but I wanted to be on telly. Carol did warn you I'm bonkers, didn't she?
She did, yeah. She phoned me last night to tell me especially,
Did she?
Yeah.
Okay, and just wire wrap that into place.
Okay. So that's just one of the crackle quartz you've used.
That's just one of the crackle quartz. You don't really need any more. Snip those off. And then you've got, I'm just going to trim that back so you can't see it.
Gorgeous.
Then you've got your first piece.
That's fab. And you've just put kind of 5 in there, haven't you? Slightly different shapes with the other wire.
Yeah. You're just taking it, you're following the line of the V up and just curve and following the curve with each piece. And again, what I did is I made this piece first, then I made the 2 next pieces together and measured them to get them symmetrical. Then I did the 2 little pieces. Gorgeous. And they're made in exactly the same way, but just a slightly different shape.
They're gorgeous. So, and can I just say as well, the brooch, I'm taking this home with me today.
I will put the back on.
We've got the brooch DVD back in stock. That's handy. So you've got the wirework brooch DVD back in stock. So do you know, I really think brooches are the way forward. Oh,
that's on the wirework DVD. That's on the DVD.
Oh my gosh, look at these. Who's these? Can we take these home?
They're mine.
No.
Sorry. They go back home with me, they do.
Oh, Alison, I love this one. I want this one.
So these are what you learn to make on the DVD?
So these feature on the DVD. I'm going to get the DVD because I want my mum to make me this one. I love this one.
Oh, I love that.
Alison, that's amazing. And it's £4.95, isn't it? Just add it to your order. Add it to your order. 1p in any one day, and you can make some brooches. And I really, really think brooches are a great thing to have in your craft store because they're slightly different, aren't they? And again, with all the pashminas, the wraps and stuff that are in fashion at the moment, and it's just like it's that extra accessory, isn't it?
Oh,
so absolutely. You know, if you've got your plain black pashmina, your plain black wrap, wear a different brooch every day.
Indeed.
I love that. Oh, look at that butterfly. How long did that take, just out of interest, Alison?
The butterfly.
Oh, I love that.
That would probably take 3 or 4 hours because it's quite intricate.
It looks intricate. It looks amazing. I love that. Oh,
sorry,
love that.
Nice one with that.
Add that one to your order, the brooch DVD. That's fab.
I've had people who've made the butterfly into a hairpiece and a necklace, and you could double up. You can open the wings up because he's sitting there closed-winged.
Oh my gosh.
So you could actually mirror it and put the wings on the other side.
Oh, that sounds fab.
Yeah, people have had fun with that. Right, shall I put that back in?
Yeah, you better hide that one.
Yeah. That goes back in my bag.
You'll be one brooch down when you leave.
Oh no,
where's
I'm going to count.
Gone?
Won't take me long. Right, the brooch. What I've done is the 2 wires again in a semicircle, but I left it quite long so that I could turn them both at the bottom.
Right.
So that's how we get the broader band at the bottom.
Yeah.
I won't go through because it's exactly the same. That's exactly the same principle, but I do want to show you the brooch back.
Right.
Okay. So literally, you're going to make your semicircle. Again, you can make a huge one if you want. It would make a stunning wind, you know, a sun catcher.
Ah. Look at this imagination. It's incredible. I'd never think of a sun catcher, but I can see where you're coming from now.
But the light and the colours, I mean, I can see them here. I bet you can't see them on camera.
If that was hanging in the window, the sun on the
would catch it absolutely beautifully. So you could do quite a big one and have it as a sun catcher. Okay, so it's the same principle again. You make your loop. I roughly wrapped it.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I did another one. So I'm going to do it singly. So I had my 2 roughly wrapped.
Right.
I'm going to rattle through this because I really want to show you how to do the brooch back.
Okay.
There they are. Okay, and I put them on a wire.
Yeah.
Threaded them on a wire, and then wrapped over with the 0.4 to hold them in place.
Yeah.
And that's how you get the wire. It's how you get it in the earrings as well. Is you just, if you thread it on the wire itself, and then you wrap it through.
Yeah.
So quick, so easy. Okay.
Yeah.
The same with the inner circle. So what I've done is I've put an inner circle, which I've then just made little loops at the back. Yeah, you can see the little loops there. And then I've used 0.4 to wire wrap them onto the frame. And then I've filled it with the amethyst. Again, the amethyst is just threaded onto the 0.4, and that amethyst strand was absolutely amazing.
That's gorgeous, isn't it, that colour? I've got, sorry Alison, just to interrupt quickly, I've got some strands here as well actually, that you could use to do that. I was just thinking about the brooch and the Art Deco design. These colours, oh fab, look at these. Nice 3 strands you've got here, these are beautiful. Oh my gosh, and this is your grey moonstone, isn't it? Look at that again. See this, the grey moonstone is just like your rainbow in that you get this blue shimmer, you add fluorescence. So it's it's very mystical gemstone. I love mystical gemstones. You know, like labradorite, like moonstone. You get this gorgeous shimmering effect from the gemstone.
I thought that was a labradorite.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Absolutely stunning.
Really, really beautiful. And again, in the light, seeing a brooch, that would work fabulously. So you've got regal velvet, your grey moonstone wheels, your red garnet, which is completely natural. And we were talking about completely natural gemstones the other day, just saying that this day and age, natural gemstones are actually very hard to come by. They really are. There's a lot of gemstones treated. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever, but to get a completely natural gemstone, especially with this colour, this is the colour that Mother Nature intended. How incredible is that? They're really beautiful, aren't they? Look at that gorgeous sparkle you've got there. And we're going to take this down so low for you. 3 strands, £9.95. God. You could even, if you wanted to, incorporate the grey moonstone with the rainbow moonstone as well, couldn't you? That would work really, really well.
That would look nice.
They are fab. 0800 644 655. You're thinking, oh, look at that lustre.
How fab with the gold will those colours all look?
Oh yeah, that red, that crisp, very Christmassy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very
gorgeous.
Christmassy. Loving that.
All 3
so yeah,
of those.
your wire from this kit that we've got, and these strands. Add these strands to your order. You might as well. You could use them. Really incorporate the grey moonstone with the rainbow moonstone. I think that would look work. And in fact, the amethyst there with the reds as well.
Yeah.
It works perfectly, doesn't it? Gorgeous. £9.95 for those strands. 3 strands, gorgeous. Pop those to the side there.
Right, the little infill bits.
Yeah.
All I've done is I've made scrolls.
Right.
A lot of people have seen me make them, but these are little tight ones made with 0.6, which I don't know, because I wanted it filled in, as it were. Yeah. So start off with your loop. Keep the edge, you don't want to feel the edge.
Right.
A lot of people say, oh, they get a funny shape, and it's because you haven't made that first bend right at the very end.
I see.
Okay. Just takes practice. So start your coil.
You took that right in, haven't you?
Yeah. And either with the pair of pliers or your fingers, once you've got to a certain stage, you can start turning it. I'll do it with the pliers because...
Yeah.
So if you pull it, if you hold the pliers and pull the wire around, you'll get a really tight coil on it, because you're pulling the wire up to the other wire. Okay, and you... Oh, go to my fingers. You see how much more dense that becomes then? Yeah. And quite opaque, but you'll still get light through it. And then when you get as big as you want, because they're all angled, the outer one is bigger than the inner one. Don't worry if you don't get it exact, because you can trim off. So I've got far too much wire there, so I'd trim it down to that.
Ah, so they are. Do you know, I thought they were 2 separate ones, but they're not, are they? They're joined together. I see what you've done there.
And then you coil that up. And again, if you find it's too big, that's going to be far too big.
Right.
Just unwind it a bit, snip it and start again. Or save that for something else and start another one. Okay, quickly. I'm keeping, when I'm turning this, I'm actually keeping quite a decent tension. Yeah. Holding this between the two, so that it actually, that's what's pulling it onto the wire. Yeah. If you see what I mean. So it's actually, if you just wound it, you could get it so you start getting the gap in. But as soon as you put that tension in, it pulls it onto the other wire. Is there a tool to help you do that? If you had dexterity, I can't even say that. Dexterity. That would be the word. That's what I'm looking for. If you had those kind of problems, because that's quite intricate, isn't it? It's quite. How would you do that? Right. You can either use dropsy. You can either use the pliers, but again, you've still got to do it manually. Yeah. But we did have, and I don't know whether there's any in stock, a little coil-making tool, and that's brilliant. You get perfect ones every time. Yeah. You really would get perfect ones. So I don't know whether there's any in stock. Any in stock, do we know? But I know we've had it, and I've no doubt. Probably not. It's been very popular, apparently. So but I'm sure you could do it with your some kind of pliers and stuff, couldn't you? If you just your normal flat pliers or a nylon pliers. It's just something to grip. Yeah. To grip that while you pull the wire, because you do want to keep a bit of tension. Okay. So you make enough of those for however many gaps, and the bigger it is, the more of those you're going to need. Okay.
That's perfect design. Look at that. That is perfect. You've done that. She's done like in a minute. It's just perfect. That shape.
You'd swear I'd done those before, wouldn't you?
Yeah. It's incredible, that is. It looks like you've used a tool for it, actually. It's so perfect.
But that's because I've got the tension, so it keeps it nice and tight to the rest of the wire. Right, the main thing I wanted to show you with this, and I'm using 0.8 wire, is the bit that I lost, because I was a right idiot when I packed it. And then I managed to do an emergency stop on the motorway, which was a nightmare this morning. And the bag fell over and that got caught, and so I took it off because it was a mess on the back. And I thought, I can't.
But you got here in one piece, and that's amazing.
Oh yeah, there was no crash rate. I was just, the traffic. I don't know what the hold up was. I didn't think I was going to get here at one point. I was phoning the studio saying, no, I'm on the motorway. But I did. I managed it cleared. So, right. So I'm using 0.8. I wouldn't do it with any less than 0.8. Right. It certainly works with higher grades. So this is going to be for a brooch back.
Right.
And it was Debbie Bulford who first showed me this. I saw her doing it on screen, so thank you, Debbie, because I use this so much.
Really? Very handy.
Oh, very handy. Right, so it's like a kilt pin or a nappy pin.
Okay.
Kilt pin sounds better, but yeah. Okay, so one end of it has a spring, so you want to take it a couple of times around.
Okay.
So you can already see the start of that pin forming, can't you?
Yeah.
So that gives you a good spring for your wires. So with the 0.8, I wouldn't want it to be taking anything heavy.
Right.
That's quite nice and delicate, and it's not going to force its way through anything major.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on a loose holey jumper, that would be fine.
Yeah.
Something like that, or a loose weave shawl or whatever. But if you wanted it for something really chunky, really heavy, then I'd use a 1mm or a 1.25 or heavier. Okay, right. So measure how far you want to go. So I would make it. I would probably go that direction. Okay. So I'd follow one of the lines, because I hate seeing them.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay, so we want it about that long. So one of these is going to be the pin bit, and one of these is going to be the catch.
Yeah.
Okay. I always get these the wrong way round. You want the pin on the top. Mum will shout at me if I get it wrong. She's very good like that. Oh, actually, no, she won't be watching.
Oh, you're all right then.
We go to a bead group at home, and today's their day for the meet, so I'm missing it. So, hi girls. They were going to try and get a camera signal, but camera, you know,
television.
Yeah, but in our village hall, it's not going to happen. Deepest, darkest North Wales. You don't get things like Wi-Fi signals.
No, you don't, do you?
No. It's a little village. Right, now what you can do is to strengthen it.
Yeah.
Is if you bend that back, when you're wire wrapping it on, it's got double strength.
Righty-ho.
Okay. So I'm going to trim that there. Right. So we need to bend this. This is where you need to bend it around, and then you need that kick on the end.
Right.
So if I show you that again, you take it round. If I show you that again, it's just like a shepherd's crook, isn't it, or a shepherd's hook? But it's got to be at 90 degrees.
Yeah.
So then when you put that on your brooch, make sure I get it the right way around.
Wow.
That lies flat to there. That's the bit you wire in, and then that goes under there. And if you've got your flush cutters, if you've got others, it doesn't matter. If you cut that at a nice angle, you get quite a nice sharp point on it. So then all we do then is with a bit of 0.4, so I wire wrapped it in, but I called that, and it got stuck in something, and it was all really, really badly misshaped. And when I was pulling it out, and I thought, oh, I can't show that on telly. So that's all you do with your brooch back.
I never would have thought that.
Brilliant.
Brilliant
I can't thank Debbie enough for doing that.
That's amazing, that is.
Fabulous.
And that took you a minute or so, yeah.
But you can use that as just a pin on its own, and string a load of gemstones from it, and then just pin it on with a load of dangly gemstones on it.
Clever, isn't it?
So easy.
That's amazing. Beautiful.
Brilliant little clips.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh yeah, what was that, the price? He's forgot to put the price on. So you're all coming in. I love it, the fact that loads and loads of you have already bought it. Haven't got a clue how much. £27.95.
That's such good value.
Oh, okay, Alison, I've just got to ask you.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with my favourite necklace.
Right.
This is on your craft stall. How much, what price tag are you going to put on this?
£30–40 at least.
There's your money back. Kit paid for already. That is without the earrings, 3 pairs of earrings, the brooch, and 2 more necklaces. Quid's in.
Yeah.
That's incredible. And I would just about to say as well, I would not, I would not bat an eyelid, even if this was at £50. Honestly, I wouldn't bat an eyelid. You've got such a big carat weight. You've got all that wire work, all that detail in there as well. Incredible. Thank you very much, Alison. We've got loads more coming up for you. I've got a Heliodor. I can't remember the last time I saw this gemstone. Incredible. Don't move a muscle. You can get yourself a brew. And I'll see you back here in a few minutes.
Did you know you can purchase incredible jewellery featuring genuine gemstones on our sister channel Gems? Come along and see what treasures you can find.
Come along to an introduction Christmas workshop in wire sculpture. You'll learn to make and take home some festive mini sculptures, ideal gifts or additions to your own decorations. It'll be a fun-packed day. See you there. Also included in this amazing workshop is a Christmas-style buffet and refreshments, use of all relevant tools, a tour of the studios, a visit to the Gemporia Museum, and a chance to visit the Jewellery Maker shop. Book your place now. For more information, contact the call centre on 0800 644 655.
Thank you to all of our customers who voted for Jewellery Maker to be nominated at the Make and Sell Jewellery Awards. We've been nominated for 8 awards. Please continue to vote for us to win by going to the Make and Sell Jewellery Awards website and registering your vote. Voting closes on the 27th of November.
Download the Jewellery Maker app today. You can watch our Jewellery Maker shows live, view all the details of the item that is currently on air, as well as browsing all the items from today's show. You can also minimise the video or switch to use as a companion app. Get the Jewellery Maker app today and boost your viewing experience.
If you miss a Jewellery Maker show, then simply go to our YouTube page where you'll be able to find hours of Jewellery Maker footage. Search by show, date or type. Alternatively, search by guest designer by using our playlist page. You can also find hours of tutorials with handy hints and tips to give you inspiration. Our YouTube page is updated on a daily basis, so you can access any show at any time. Stay in touch with Jewellery Maker.
Jewellery Maker is your one-stop shop
for all your jewellery making needs.
Our mission is to provide you with the best quality products,
value for money, and excellent customer service.
Come and learn with us. Tune in every day from 9 AM to 9 PM.
Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Jewellery Maker, you having a good Sunday? You having a roast? Oh, I miss my roast today. I love a roast dinner on a Sunday. Happy Sunday. Don't have the Monday blues because we're bringing you so many treats today. We're joined by the lovely Alison, who's just demonstrated. That bundle was incredible. Still available on the web, by the way. Make sure you're checking out your baskets for that one. Under £30 as well. This hour, I've got a Heliodor. I've got opal coming up for you as well. And I've got the wax Y-cone. Oh yes, the maxi version. Very, very handy tool to have in your stash. It really, really is. Now, I'm just going to show you the back of this necklace because this is what this is for. This is what you'd use this for with your wire. So this would make a longer version of that if that's what you wanted to do. Very handy, isn't it? And we were saying this earlier on, you know, when Alison was demonstrating, and I said about that word I can't say, dexterity. I love the way everyone just goes, dexterity. Yes, I did say it, didn't I? It's only because I had 5 people tell me in one go. So if you've got, I think this would help as well with that as well, wouldn't it? And Alison, I think you're going to demonstrate how we use this, because actually I've never seen this tool before. Never ever seen this tool before. So I was like, right, what is this for? What do we do here? Okay, so we do have the other versions. Do we have them available on the web? Yes. So this is the maxi. We've got the mini. Oh, we've got them all. Brilliant. We've got them all. We've got them all. Yes, we're going to bring them all to you. So this is the maxi version, the Wags Y-Cone 0800 644 655 CVWG 46, £10 and 95 pence. So anything like this. Very useful, very, very useful indeed. And that price tag, incredible. Do you want this, Debbie?
Yeah.
I mean, Alison, sorry.
I'm quite happy to be known as a Debbie.
Oh, there you go,
Thank you, darling.
Thank you. There are quite a few Debbies, aren't there? I think you might be the only Alison. Are there any more Alisons?
There's another Alison in the company, but I think I'm the only.
You're the only guest
Jewellery
designer.
Maker, yeah.
Yeah. That's good, that's good. And I'm still confused. There's only one and I'm still confused. So Alison is going to show us how this works. We'll have a quick look at this one.
Oh, okay. I'm not seeing the big one.
Ah, see, this is the maxi one then?
Yeah, because there's normally a hole in them.
Ah, right,
and this one just uses the top.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Normally you'd thread it through the hole.
Oh, well, I'm glad that you were showing us then, because actually, okay, there's a hole in these two.
Yeah. Let's borrow one of the others.
So I'm glad that you've.
Yeah. It's normally a hole in it, or.
Yeah, I've got. So that one, it looks like you just pop that on the top, don't you? Kind of hold it on the top or something. Do you? I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, I'm handing that one over to Alison.
Comfort zone. Okay, so we need to thread it through the hole, and you want to leave a decent amount of wire before you start turning.
So that's the normal one you're
using. That's the normal one.
So what we're going to do is we're going to bring the graphicals in for the original.
You're going to bring the other one, yeah.
We're going to bring the graphics in for the one that you were just using. So if you carry on with that one, yeah.
Right, cool.
And we'll bring the graphicals in for that one.
Okay. So you put it in, but you want to leave a loop, because if you do it when it's tight like that, it's terrible to try and get it off. Okay? And then literally you start turning it around, and I'm using a 0.8 here, and as I turn it, I tend to sort of turn it so that it's almost overlapping. Turn it that way. Yeah. God, I'm doing this left-handed. Ambidextrous. And you can see how tight that becomes. And because I'm constantly pushing it up against the next one, you just get this perfect coil. Right? If you do it straight, that's when you start getting the gap in.
Right.
Yeah, so as you're doing it, just make sure, can you see that angle that I'm sort of almost forcing it to go down over itself? And when you get to the coil of the length you want, you snip that off there.
So this is the original one. The code is QBW. G27, £7.95.
Brilliant.
So the maxi is still available as well. This one that we're showing now is the original one, £7.95. That looks really easy to use.
Yeah, you just snip that and pull it out, and then your coil.
And there you go.
Which you can then use for Kumahimo, Viking, putting cords through, putting the new, the big, what's the name, tough cords we've got. I can't remember what they're called now. There's loads of things you can thread through on there. You can use it as a bead ending, all sorts. Okay.
Oh, is
that's how easy it is to do.
On? Sorry, Alison.
I'm on that. I want to check this out.
Yeah. Your mic's gone, lovely. Oh. Yeah, I love that. It happens to me all the time, Alison. I just chat away for nothing. No one can hear me. I'm sure they do it on purpose sometimes, just switch it off. £7. We'll sort that out for you, Alison. £7.95. So I'll just show you there as well. Oh, really? Brilliant. The sample we received, Alison, was broken. Yes. That's why the maxi one, Alison literally went,
how do I do that?
I don't know how to do this one either. So you won't get that one. There will be a hole in there for you with the maxi one. Don't you worry about that. So the maxi one, the price was the maxi £10. £10.95 for the maxi. Alison has just demonstrated the normal one, the original one, which wasn't that one.
They all work the same.
But they do. They all work the same, don't they?
Yeah.
So with the small one as well. We might bring in the mini one later. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love that necklace. I'm going to pop that back on there. Okie dokies. Let's do the Healy door. Now, do you know what? This is the first time I've ever seen this at Jewellery Maker. Never seen. Yeah, do you have this often? No, not so. No? Ryan says no, not at all. Very rare gemstone and so beautiful. This gemstone has often been likened to canary diamond, you know. Outside in the sunlight, it's got so much diamond-like brilliance. It really has gorgeous citrine hues, beautiful honey hues you've got in this gemstone. Every single one individually hand-faceted. Again, you know, these pieces are very, very high-end, aren't they? You know, these have been individually hand-faceted. There's been a lot of care, there's been a lot of time taken into bringing you this strand. You've got a big, big carat weight here, 30 carats. That's a big carat weight, isn't it? Gorgeous Healy door. Look at those golden hues. Doesn't this gemstone make you think of holidays? Oh, and Manuka honey. Particularly Manuka honey. Only Manuka. Was that Ryan that said that?
Ben.
Oh, it's Ben now. Oh, there you are. Ryan just said that without moving his lips. It was Ben that said that. Manuka, particularly Manuka. Have you seen the price tag of Manuka honey? Is it not nice? I've never tried it because it's too expensive. It's like £16 for a jar.
Is this coffee?
Manuka honey. Manuka honey. Apparently the Manuka, I think it comes from New Zealand or somewhere like that. It's a particular plant. And it's supposed to. And interestingly enough, I was reading about this the other day. That apparently, they say it's supposed to cure diseases like MRSA, but there's not been enough research for them to actually say that it does. But it's supposed to be this like absolute miracle cure thing. It's like £16 a jar, so I'm sticking to my Tesco's own or Sainsbury's or Morrison's or any other supermarket. Anyway, enough about Manuka honey because it's really expensive. And do you know what? Actually, I'm going to use Manuka honey as an example because it is really expensive. And how long will that last you? Not very long at all. These, they're going to last you a lifetime. They are. They really are. 30 carats of heliodor. Your graduated faceted rondelles, 3x2 to 6x3 millimeters, 20 centimetre strand, and you've got your, I call them toggles, they're not toggles, tassels, thank you, tassels on there as well. Beautiful, bright, vivid colour you've got. Wait until, and this is with every gemstone as well, not just your heliodor. When you get them home, take them outside, see them in the sunlight, wait till you see the brilliance, the sparkle. That's when you see your gemstones in all their glory, when you take them outside. 0800 644 655 is the telephone number. Come through, press your button number 1. That will put you straight through to the call centre. And you can confirm, get this home very, very soon. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Oh, that's low. Under £30. That's less than £1 a carat. I did that maths all by myself. Less than £1 a carat, that is. That's incredible. And we are going lower. Oh yes, for heliodor, so rare and so beautiful. Again, get your authenticity card with this one as well. I think it's an extra 50 pence to get your authenticity card, and it's well worth having on your craft store. £10 off, £17.95. Absolute steal you've got here. That is way less than £1 a carat we're at now. LAJN16 is your code for this one. Karen in Staffordshire, you've done it well done. I've got a couple of you on the web as well. You do need to check out your baskets. Please make sure that you complete your checkout. How long do we have on Jewellery Maker? Is it an hour? Till the top of the hour? We're not sure. See, because over on the lounge you've got an hour until the top of the hour to check out your basket. But here, is it an hour from when we bring in the price tag?
Until it gets sold, isn't it? It can sit in there until...
Oh really? Can it sit there?
But
See,
someone
Alison
else
thinks
can
it
take
can
it
sit in there
out.
until it's sold.
But if someone else buys it, it's gone.
I love this. Look what I've started now. Look what I've started. How long does it take for on the web? Anyway, the most important thing is that you come in as quickly as you can because we're very, very limited on these and you don't want to miss out on this deal. Anonymous in Greater London, Deborah in Pennsylvania, Lou in Wiltshire, you're there as well on the web. Please make sure you check out your baskets. Thing is as well, it's till 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Is that if stock? Okay, 9 a.m. tomorrow morning or until stock runs out. So you just got to be quick, haven't you? On the late show, it's only an hour. That's where you got confused. That is confusing, isn't it? Maureen in Aberdeenshire, you've got 2. Well done, Maureen. These are beautiful. Alison, are people starting to look forward to their spring craft fairs now? Is that or not? Or maybe no?
If you're doing a lot of craft fairs, you should be looking at spring now because you should have all your Christmas stock done because your craft fairs are on now.
Yeah.
So unless you're furiously making between craft fairs, you should have all your Christmas stock. Not necessarily all of it, but you should have a lot done already. And you want to be looking at getting your stock in ready so that over the Christmas period you can start doing all your stuff for spring.
I think this is perfect. What gemstone would you put this with, Alison? What would you put this with?
Well, because I'm in the deco frame of mind at the moment, I'd actually go something radical, like putting it with black, like say black diamonds.
Yeah.
But I actually love the yellow with the black, just a little bit of the black. I'd actually I'd be tempted to do something quite contemporary with some black wire.
Oh, I like.
So you could change it up a bit.
Yeah.
But you could really mix it, but it goes classically with your pearls. It would look stunning with your pearls.
Look fab. In fact, there's some peridot coming up later on as well.
Perfect
Peridot would be gorgeous, real pop of colour, real vibrancy of colour. That would look fab. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial for this one. Gorgeous. Okie cokies. Hold those telephone lines. Ooh. Wow, there's a lot in here. Earring posts, 50 pairs. And these are solid sterling silver with a gold flash. Oh, are they? They're copper. Oh my gosh, these look like gold. They look, that's incredible. That means we can do an even better price. These look like they're gold flash, these do. Look at the quality of these. I'm not going to use the tweezers. We'll be one down if I do that. Butterfly backings on these as well. These are fab. You've got to get these. 50 pairs. That's incredible. That really, really is. Gold plated copper here. So that means we can take that price tag down even further than I thought because they're not solid 95, they are copper. So you've got your butterfly backs approximately 13 millimetres with a 4mm ball there and 4x2 millimetre back there as well. These are, you're gonna need these, aren't you? Come on. Endless 50 pairs of earrings. These are gonna go a long, long way. Just one pair of earrings. If you just use one pair, I mean, obviously it depends which gemstone you're using, but a pair of earrings, 10 to 15 pounds. Yeah.
But also they're fantastic to have at a craft show. Because we tend to always do drop earrings with the shepherd hook. Yeah. But there are some people who prefer to have them on a stud.
Yeah.
And they're great because if you take a variety of things with you, then you can say, oh, well, if you prefer it on a stud back, I can swap it over for you. Then done and dusted.
Upstairs for thinking. Yeah, definitely. You could just swap them over for somebody, couldn't you? There's 50 pairs here. That is bonkers. 0800 644 655. I have a feeling lots of you are going to be multi-buying. Loads of you are going to be multi-buying. I tell you what, I don't think you can have enough of these. £14.95, so that is... Anybody done the maths yet? Ryan?
Don't ask me to do that.
No. Maths. That is, how much? 30 pence a pair. 30 pence a pair. Right, even if you use, let's say, I'm trying to think, okay, let's say quartz. Quartz is quite an abundant gemstone, so we're going to bring you the most ridiculous price tags on quartz. Did you just take the price tag down? 18 pence a pair now! I don't know why I bother. I don't know why I bother. 18 pence a pair, right. To say that you're going to get your money back, 18 pence, right. So as I was saying, quartz, it's a very abundant gemstone. You know, even if you use your quartz with this, which might bring you a strand under £10, you know, you use a couple on here. You know, even if you want to charge £5, that is, if I saw a pair of earrings for £5, I'd be filling my basket, I tell you. I really, really would. If you sell a pair of earrings at I mean, Alison and I were just saying 10 to 15 pounds, brilliant, that's a deal. But £5 a pair, that's ridiculous. £250 you'd make. Can you get me some of these? We do have good stock. Right, Mum, if you're watching, money making. Think how many bottles of Prosecco that is, Mum. Get on the phone. 0800 644 655. That is ridiculous. Do you know what? Of course you're multi-buying. Of course you're multi-buying. Are you sat there thinking, do you know what? I really like them, but I'd like them in silver. Or you sat there now thinking, oh, I could quite do with a bottle of Prosecco. I'm in a glass. Did I say that out loud? A bottle. I'm in a glass. Of course. It is Sunday. Have a look. Solid sterling silver. Oh, no. Even cheaper. Plated copper. So it means we can go really cheap again. I love it. I just love it. So again, if you're thinking, yeah, I love them, I'd like some in silver, get both. Oh my gosh. I am so starting to make jewellery. I don't know. Do you know, I keep saying it, but I have a little boy, and you know, because of my hours that I work as well, it's very, you know what it's like being a mum, it's just hectic, isn't it? You never get time, never get 5 minutes to yourself. I'm doing it. I am doing this, I tell you. This is ridiculous. 0800 644 655. Again, you've got 50 pairs, exactly the same, but silver plated this time. FEDL79. Add them to your order. Should be £12.95. £7.95. It is. How on earth do we still have electricity in this building with these price tags? I don't know. I just don't know. Loads of you on the web, you have to check out your basket. I would not be missing out on this. This is brilliant. You know, again, if you're joining us for the first time here at Jewellery Maker, thinking, right, I'm going to do this, get these into your stash. Get them into your stash. There's loads of you multiplying. Anonymous in Renfrewshire, you've got 2. Suzanne in East Sussex, you've got 2. So that's 100 pairs. 100 pairs for under £20. Oh my gosh, that is. Oh, sometimes I have no words. That doesn't happen very often. I have no words. £7.95. Loads of you there. Anonymous in Oregon, you're there as well. Jerry in Essex, Michelle, Helen in Norfolk, Cotton in West Midlands, Asher in West Midlands as well, William in Derbyshire, Belinda in Buckinghamshire, Jeanette in Rhondda, Yvonne in Greater London, Gary in Surrey. There's loads of you there. Absolutely loads of you. I don't blame you. Don't blame you. Okay. Now, Alison mentioned this gemstone earlier on. I hope that you can see what I can see. Oh my days. Now this is one of those gemstones where we say, you've got to get this home and you've got to get this out of the studio lights. Now, there are, I can't even look at them, they're so bright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 or 10 big strip lights in here. Now, with those lights, unfortunately, and brilliantly they make jewellery sparkle, but unfortunately, with gemstones like opal, they wash colour out. And unfortunately, there's nothing we can do that. And there's layers of black within the camera that loses colour within gemstones as well. And there's lots of things. The best, oh my God, the reds. I'm looking down. I can see reds, I can see greens, I can see yellows. Get your authenticity card with these. These are incredible. Now, I'm going to bring in the shadow hand. just to see if we can get any more. All I'm doing is literally just trying to shadow out some of the light, see if I can get some of that colour through on screen. Yeah. They're incredible. They are incredible. Look at those reds. Look at the greens.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh my gosh, these are stunning. And every single one has been individually hand faceted. Check out your carat weight. Now, oh my word.
Beautiful.
Rainbow of colour. I can tell you now, no, they look great, but still not as good as what I'm seeing right here. You've got to get these home. Now, because I work across all of our channels here at Gemporia, on one of our sister channels, I'm not sure, I've probably seen a couple, I can't even remember, it's so few, of carat weights like this in opal. We don't have 25 carats of opal to bring you. We just don't have 25 carats set into jewellery. You know, we might bring you an Ethiopian opal ring that is, 2-3 carats maybe. This is 25 carats, and this is your high-end gemstone as well. So, you know, if you've got your black diamonds, you know, if you've got your big 5, your tanzanite, your ruby, your sapphire, you want to get your opal as well. B-O-Y. Boy! Why? 43. Oh boy. Incredible. Massive carat weight of such a sought after gemstone. And earlier on, Alice and I were talking about mystical gemstones, you know, like labradorite, like moonstone. Opal as well, you know. It's like, it's probably one of the most known as well. It's one of those gemstones, you know, that somebody will look at and say, that's opal. That is opal. It's a very, very known gemstone. Because of all those colours, it will go with so much as well, won't it? It will go with so many other gemstones. Get your authenticity card with this one. We're talking high-end jewellery. Beautiful opal you've got here. Money back guarantee. So you can get your strand home. You've got until the 31st of January. You can wait for that sunny day if you want to. Take this strand outside and look at the colours in every single one of these opals. Now, this is 25 carats of opal. You know, I'd like to think that this is going to be... Okay, now, this is Jewellery Maker, so I've got to get used to the prices. I'm going to say £70. I'm going to say $69.95 for this strand. Does that say £34.95? And you did say should be. This wouldn't happen on one of us. 25 carats of opal. I'm not saying you will use all of this in one design. 25 carats of opal. Oh, can I just say, I'm looking at these now. It's like the Northern Lights. The colours are incredible. This is an absolute steal of a deal. This is opal that is less than £1 a carat. Crazy. 0800 644 655 for 25. Look at that graduation as well. Again, you've got that antique look, haven't you? You've got that vintage look. Beautiful opal. We own, look at that stock. That's not enough. That is not enough. If every single person on the web checks out now, people are going to miss out. People will miss out. The thing is with web buying, it's great because you can avoid the queues, but also a telephone bidder can pip you to the post. They can pip you to the post, can't they? Because if they press the #1 button before you've checked out, it's gone. Make sure you're checking out like Lynn in Perth and Kim Ross, like Rosalind in Tyne-Weir, Christine in Kent, Sweetha in Greater London, Leslie in Renfrewshire, you've just checked out as well. Massive congratulations to you. 0800 644 655. You need to be involved in this auction. This is opal. This is high-end. This is luxury. You know, if you've got that little luxury boutique section going on your crystal, this needs to be there. This really needs... Opal. Where else would you get opal of this quality for less than £1 a carat?
Do you know what? I'd be double buying.
There you go. There you go. Alison just said, I'd be multi-buying. I'd be multi-buying. This deal is too good to miss. There's loads of you with these in your baskets. There's single figures left. people are going to miss out. I'm apologising in advance. I can see lots of you on the web. Not everyone's going to do it. I'm really, look at those colours. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Okie dokies. On the stairs. Oh my word. Oh my gosh. Look at these gemstones. Oh. Right. If no, on a Sunday, I haven't got to do it today. I'm doing a double today. Just so you all know, I'm here till 11 o'clock tonight. Not on Jewellery Maker. I'm on the lounge later on. However, so I've missed out on my Sunday roast. Not that I mind, because I'm on Jewellery Maker. But on a Sunday, I like to get a magazine. On a Sunday, I am having half an hour at least to myself. I will shut that door, lock children out, put earplugs in, read a magazine, and have a cup of tea. I like that. Now, if you have a look in any of your glossy magazines, what's hot, what's not, it is all about these colours this season. It really, really is. These are so on trend. They literally look like they've walked themselves off the catwalk. That's how on trend these colours are. Oh my gosh. And look at this chatoyancy you've got here as well. Woo! Oh my word. Tiger's Eye. I love this gemstone. Love, love, love this gemstone. Now you have, which one is this, sorry? The coin cabochon that I've got in my hand here. Now this is the perfect example of tiger's eye. That chatoyancy is that cat's eye effect. Literally like the opening and closing of an eye you've got. Now that is caused by silk-like inclusions within the gemstone. This is one of the finest examples I think I've ever seen of this gemstone. I'm thinking big, bold statement look in a ring for this piece. This, oh my gosh, as a pendant. Now, Ben has just asked me, I think, there's so many men in this room. Ben has just asked me, on one of our sister channels, what would this go for in a pendant? Okay, 20 carats. I'm going to say £40. I'm going to say about £40. Just this one. Just this one. And oh my gosh, that quality, this is textbook. You've got those beautiful autumnal hues. Gorgeous. Look at that texture. And I think it was Ben that said it is literally like satin meeting silk. Look at that cat's eye effect. Look at those colours. Beautiful brown hues, golden hues, rich. Oh, just love. Kate Moss, Sienna Miller. Honestly, oh my gosh, look at this. Have a look. Have a look. So I'm going to show you these two because you've got your red tiger's eye as well. See, as a ring, these are, again, pendants though. They're stunning. Okay, so these are 40 by 30 mil. You've got your red tiger's eye pear cabochon, 40 by 14 millimeters, 20 carats. That's your pear. That's 20 carats, is that right? I'm just trying to go through it because there's so many pieces here. So that's 20 carats of red tigers. That would be your strand, will it? Oh my gosh. Do you know what? The thing is, there's so much in this bundle. So much in this. Look at this. Okay, I haven't even touched on this bundle yet. There's 4 huge gemstones that you've got here. This is a huge pear shape as well. Look at this. Right, so this is the 40 by 30, 60 carats in this gemstone, in your cabochon drop here. That is a massive carat weight. Pendant. Have a look at this on camera one. I'm just going to hold this up. Is that going to work? Oh, statement. Hello. Oh, I love that. Wait until you see what you have to go with these as well. Okay. You have your twisted wire here as well. Oh my word. Beautiful. Twisted copper wire. I love this. Again, vintage, art deco, that's what we've been talking about. And these colours, perfect, antique bronze. My mum, Alison, watches Jewellery Maker a lot. She's kind of all day, every day. I go round there and she's watching it. I'm like, Mum, please. I'm just joking. Anyways, but she tells me that the copper wire is so popular. So popular, the antique bronze, sorry. She said every time it's on screen, it's just gone so quickly, so on trend. Again, these colours, these warming colours, these are going to work perfectly with your tigers. I'm just going to pop this one in there as well next to that. Look at that colour together. That is just fabulous. And not forgetting your strands. I've not even shown you your strands really or talked about them yet. Have a look at these. So you've got all this wire. So you've got your antique bronze. You've got 0.6 10 metres there. Then you've got your 0.8 10 metres there as well. Then you've got your 0.25 here as well. Now what would you use this for, Alison? Because this is a really fine wire, isn't it?
Yeah, and I used it for putting the beads on the big scrolly necklace.
Ah, I see.
Because you can hardly see it where I've wrapped them round. Yeah. So it worked really well.
Excellent. Gorgeous. And you've got your twisted wire as well. So we've got your 10 metre 1 mil twisted copper wire. And you have your 0.4, that one's twisted as well. Oh, fabulous. I love that antique look. It is just fabulous. So you're getting both your strands. You're getting 5 reels of wire there as well. And a massive carat weight in your cabochons. I'm loving these cabochons. Oh my gosh. Do you know what? I'm thinking big. In fact, I'm going to hold this one, if I can, on the hand. Just so, because I'm thinking that would really elongate the finger. That would be a great statement look, wouldn't it? Huge. Is she getting all of this?
Funny you should say that.
Ah, I like it. She said, funny you should say that, Alison. I think she may have used this one to make me a ring.
It should fit as well.
I love this woman. I'm taking her home. Oh my word. Look at this. Simple but so effective. Oh my gosh. I love this. Oh, this is, and again, look at that jointy as well. You can see that closing, opening eye effect there that you've got there. That is fabulous. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. 4 cabochons, 5 reels of wire, and your 2 strands there as well. $39.95 is your shoulda price. Oh my gosh. You have 10, 20. Is that 10? How many metres have we got on the 0.25? Is that 50 metres altogether? So there is 10 metres there. 50 metres altogether. £24.95. Honestly, get your magazines, have a look. Kate Moss, check out images of Kate Moss, check out images of Sienna Miller. You'll see them all wearing these kinds of pieces of jewellery. They are statement pieces. Fabulous, on trend. So catwalk, incredible. Let's have a little look and see what Alison has made. Okay, right, let's take all of this over there. Let's have it. Oh, I love these.
Thank you.
I don't think I'm going to be taking this ring off anytime soon. These are fab.
Oh, they were divine.
Oh my gosh, where to start? Oh, look at this. I'll have one of these as well, Alison. Thank you very much. In fact, okay, I'm going to take the ring off because I want this to be all about the bangle. This is fab. Look at this for a statement piece of jewellery. Oh my gosh. How much wire do you think you've used here, Alison? Because there's a lot of wire, isn't there?
Well, I did have some left because I've used that twisted wire.
Yeah.
This 1 mil twisted wire is divine, and I've used it in virtually every piece.
Really?
But I still had probably about 2 metres, 2.5 metres left, something like that.
Half the stock has gone already, by the way.
I'm not surprised.
It's gone really, really quickly. Half of the stock has gone. That is fab, that bangle. Look at the necklace. That is so dramatic. That is gorgeous. And what are you going to demo for us then, Alison?
Right, we're going to start off with the cab.
Okay.
With that one that you've got in your hand.
Okie
because I did something slightly different on a morning show, and everyone's like, "Oh, how did you do it? How did you do it?" So I thought, well, okay, I'll take that onto a DI and we'll go through doing it. But my other reel of wire was at home, hence fetch this over. Right, now I've got quite a lot of wires. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 1 mil.
Okay.
And 5 of the 0.8 in there. It is a substantial weight. You could do it with 3 strands each side if you wanted. 3 strands total. You could cut it down, but I really wanted that big chunky weight of wire, and I've done the same on the single bangle, which is the same principle. If you just it's the same principle. But I thought, because when I was doing this, and it's kind of feminine, but that is so unisex. What a great bangle for a blow.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, really chunky. But you know, you're into winter, you've got your chunky jumpers on, and you know, you want something that's substantial.
Yeah.
I mean, the other one was all about delicacy and going through it. This is all about chunky and winter and yeah, you can wear it either side.
I was just thinking, I was about to ask you, Alison, because I would just put this on and straight away I thought, oh, I'm going to wear it that way.
Yeah, you could do it either side.
The details. You could wear that one either way as well.
And you'd fit it. It's, you know, you just bend it round further round your wrist.
Yeah, of course.
Because I've kind of done it bloke size.
Yeah. Man size.
Wow.
So you could, because it's very malleable.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just
and you could
squeeze that.
What you'd do is you'd do it at an angle, so it sort of bypasses each other.
And as Claire just said as well, a lot of celebs wearing them kind of as cuffs up the arm, aren't they, and stuff. That's quite an Egyptian style as well. That's gorgeous. Very versatile. I like that one.
Do you know this? The red cabochon. I adore that.
Gorgeous.
I love tiger's eye anyway. It's back to a gemstone with like an optical property, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely adore it.
Definitely.
Totally natural. Absolutely that.
It's amazing, isn't it? Look at that tiger's eye. Look at that. That cat's eye effect, that chatoyancy. That is just incredible.
I mean, I did not want to cover that.
No, I can see
why.
I
really did want to sort of. I wanted to show the stone, not to hide it.
Yeah.
So right. So we're going to start with the bangle, and we'll see how far we get. And if we'll do the ring, and then if we've got time, we'll move on to other pieces. Sorry, I will apologise for my mic. I forgot. I don't come down because it's a 2.5-hour drive, so I get changed when I get to the studio, and I left my clothes at home, so I had to stop off and buy something.
What? Did you do that on purpose?
No.
Oh, I totally would have done it on purpose. I need to go buy some new clothes.
So the neckline's sort of odd. So if you see me fiddling, it's because I'm trying to pull the microwave away from me. I do apologise. I normally forget something. I've got a memory like a sieve, and John's like, have you got everything for your kits? Have you got this? Have you got that? Oh, no, forgot that. Right, so what I'm doing, I've got my strands of 0.8, thank you, and 4 strands, I should have 5 strands of 0.8, and 4 strands of the twisted.
Righty-ho.
And we want 2 lots. We want the 0.8. There we go. I don't know how I managed to fetch half of it and not the other half, because I've got a few of the reels of wire, but not the others. You don't ever come to my house. It's complete chaos. Right. So what I need to do is every other them.
Right.
So you need to put them in every other. Okay. Right, then we need to bind them. I think I've done this a little bit short, but we'll see how far we get. So I've used the 0.4 twisted wire to bind, which is perfect, because you'd want to do it, if you weren't using this, you'd want to do it with a 0.6 at least, because this is so heavy a weight, carat weight of wire, so heavy a gauge, because if you think about it, every time you've got 0.1 twisted, you've got nearly a 0.2 gauge of wire, and you've got 4 of them. Right. That's a substantial amount of wire. So we're going to wrap it around. Now, if you just hold it like that, what will happen is all these will squash down.
Yeah.
So what you need to do is, with your nylon pliers, let me just get my nylon pliers. Got everything else out bar these. Come on. I talk to myself as well, and my tools. Quite
That's
barking.
standard when you're a woman, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, sorry, I've got to lift it up a little bit to be able to. Right, because as you see, those have already jumped.
So is that tool just flattening them, kind of straightening them?
It's literally just so that I can hold them.
Right, yeah. And so they're all...
Yeah. You'll find the top one and the bottom one will split because they're narrower. So you need to get it started.
Yeah.
Once you've got it started, it's all right. So what I tend to do is to wrap it around 2 or 3 times loosely, and then go back and squash them and make sure they're all in the right place. So it is quite a fiddle. I'm not gonna tell lies here. It's a fiddle.
Bit intricate.
Yeah. Once you get going, you're all right. Now I want to wrap it as close to this as I can, because then they won't bend. So I'm going to take this right up to there, and then I'll start wrapping it tight. Because if you wrap it here, you can see it's already going. So if you keep it right up to the side of your pliers, you should be okay, except it's not playing game. Do you know what? How many times
like
I've done
pressure,
this?
really?
I've done this so many times. On all those, there's so many times have I wrapped it, and not once has this done it like
It's typical. It's typical. I've got some DVDs over here. Oh my gosh, there's loads. 5. Is this a whole pack or are these separate?
There we go. Now we've got it.
Right. Okay. So they're normally separate, but we've done these as a bundle. Special price. That's what I like. So you've got 5 individual. 5 individual DVDs here. So you've got your motifs there. Look at these designs. These are fab. So you've got Gemma Crow, Rachel Norris and Gemma Crow on that one. Then you've got your Viking kit as well. Then you have your wire sculptures. Look at this. That's a Christmas tree decoration.
Do you want to see those in real life? I've got those behind me.
Have you?
Yeah.
See, again, thinking outside the box. Christmas tree decorations. Oh my gosh. And can I just say as well, Christmas tree decorations, how expensive are they? When you buy just like one, I was looking yesterday, like you can pay £5 to £10 for one decoration. These are fab. Excellent. So there's one of your DVDs as well there, your sculptures, you could do that. Oh my gosh, in fact there's the one. Did you do this, Alison?
Yeah.
Wow, there's the actual one. So you've got that one there, the sculptures as well. You've got your wire mesh with Gemma Crow there. Whoa, look at this one. And you've got your, I can't read that upside down, your torque necklace projects. There we go. 5 DVDs. 5 DVDs. Should be priced. So they're £4.95 each, £24.75. Deal. Because we put them all together. So what we're going to do is we're going to let you buy 3 and we're going to throw 2 in for free. Yes, £14.95 for all 3 DVDs. How good is that? That's 5 hours. Each one's an hour, isn't it, as well? That's a lot of learning there for you, isn't it? £14.95. Incredible. A lot of money making there. That's what I'm thinking. 0800 644 655. Pop those over there. I love these. And the kit is still at the bottom of the screen as well. Your graphicals are just at the bottom there. The code is there for your kit. Gorgeous. How are you getting on over there, Andrew?
Okay, right. We've got the first one done.
Brilliant.
What I've done is I've took the wire between 2 others, the wrapping wire, and I've really, really squidged it.
Yeah. Once you've done the first one, is the next one going to be easier?
Yeah, it is a little bit easier. But the next one's going to be a temporary one.
Right.
So we want to go, if we're doing the cabochon, let me borrow the cab. Because it's, when I did the original version of this, it was a pendant. So it was quite easy because you were going to come up from the point.
Okay.
Now, because of that, I've actually done it so as it twirls round.
Okay.
So we still want it about halfway down, measure it to your point, and then you're going to wrap it about by there. So I put a little bit of a kink in, just to get us started. And again, just start it. It's now behaving itself. I'm going to tuck that between there, but not pull it dead tight. And then I'm going to go back to my nylon wires, and I'm going to put them that side, because this side will behave better because it's already attached. And I'm now pulling it quite tight and keeping it as close to those pliers as possible. But you've got to make sure, and you'll find you keep nipping back to the other side and squidging it to make sure they're all so straight. Take your time over this. It's not something you want to rush.
Right.
It's easier with less wires. No disputing that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't make things easy for myself.
You could do that. You know, you could use fewer wires, couldn't you? You could maybe use, you know, 4, or you could make it as detailed as
you could easily drop it. But I really liked the chunkiness of it. I really wanted this statement piece. Right, I've got myself. Let's pull you back through there. Right, and when you've got enough, you're going to squidge that down, and that will hold them in place. And then you can feed your end. I put it round the first twisted wire and pulled it through, and it'll find a place in the dip where they twist, if you see what I mean. So really pull that, and like I say, I'm being quite tough when I squidge it, and you want a good 4 or 5 twists. It is substantial. You do want enough to hold it. Okay. Again, squidge and trim. Right, now this isn't so tight that you can't pull wires through.
Okay.
So once we go back to there, so what we did, if you see, we've pulled one of these wires, the top wire,
across the front.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you can do it whatever shape you want. I think I've just done it so so I pulled that twice. You can leave it so that it goes at an angle, straight up like that. You can make whatever shape you want, but that's going to form your almost a claw.
Right.
But it's you know, obviously a different shape.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we're going to curve this round. Now, no doubt, I don't know whether we've got any on stock, but I use this an awful lot now. This orange tool. If I take that off, there's some oval ones at the bottom.
Right.
So when I'm doing something like this with cabs, it's difficult to try and force all those wires around your cabochon. So if you've got one of these, use that to get your curve.
Good idea.
And start putting your curve in. Better if it's in the right place. Okay, so now we're starting to curve around the bottom of it. So we need to have another one in the bottom. Oh no, we don't. We need to turn it, don't we? Aha. So we're doing 2 sides. So what we'd do is we'd actually bend all that round the other way, and as you see, I'm going to bend all those wires sort of out the way, so that will form our half a shape. So we need to wrap it this side. A bit more of that. Other people do that. My hand goes when I'm looking for something. Like,
where is it?
It's a sniffer hand. I'm strange.
The worst is when you run to the top of the stairs and you can't remember what you've gone up for.
Oh, that happens a lot.
Does everyone else do that?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what? I do it at least twice a day. I'm sure I do. I go into a room and I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah. I'm glad I'm not the only one who does that.
What am I doing? You look for your glasses when they're on your face.
Oh, yeah, I've done that as well.
I don't think I've ever done that.
Oh, I have.
I don't think I've ever done that. No. I've actually, similar, I've looked for something when I've got it in my hand already. Yeah, that's very similar, isn't it?
At least on your face you can't see them because you're looking through them.
Where's my keys? Where's my keys? Who's hidden my keys? Oh, I've got them. I do that quite often.
Right, so we're going to tuck that round there, and then we're going to wrap this bit here. The other thing, I've started doing it with wire, doing things like this. When I used to do a lot of dressmaking and sewing and stuff. When I do the scissors, my jaw grows. So I go.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've started doing when I'm doing tight wraps. I'm like. Jaw ache if I do it a lot.
It's the same if you watch anybody feed a baby. Did anybody feed a baby? And you go that. At the same time. It's funny, isn't it?
I thought that was
Have you never done that? Have you never watched anybody feed a baby? You watch next time.
I thought that was actually practical, i.e. you want the baby to open the mouth.
It is funny, yeah. And Alison cuts with her jaw, so, you know.
I do.
I'm really glad it's not just me. I'm really glad.
Right. So now we've got that one, we then kick out the other side. These, for something that's quite fiddly, they're so easy to do when you think about it. You know, what have I done? I've wrapped a few pieces of wire. So I feel like, who's that magician who sort of tells all the secrets of magic and says, oh, this is so simple because it's just
Oh
this,
really?
this,
Who
and
does
this.
that?
Or,
like the masked magician or something?
Yeah. Because he daren't show his face, there because they don't. And it's, I feel like, taking all the voodoo away because it looks so complicated, but it's so easy.
Yeah.
Right, so we've got our our side there. We're going to turn it over and we're going to kick the same.
I guess you need to make sure they're quite far over because that's what's holding the gemstone in place, isn't it? These.
Yeah, because these are cabs, so you can bring it out a bit further, but you want it to be a substantial amount.
Yeah, you want it to be secure, don't you?
It's quite a heavy cabochon.
Yeah.
I mean, these will bend around. So like I say, that's actually, if you think about it, if I can get that shot there, you know, you've got quite a lot of wire around that, but I did that deliberately. You could, like you say, get rid of a couple of strands of these wire and you wouldn't really miss them, to be fair. You could do that quite easily.
Can I just say, if everybody checks out now, we've got about 5 left.
Ouch. That's such a good price. If I remember rightly, weren't they £10?
Probably.
For that strand. I'm sure that was
the wire,
10 to 15
wire.
No, I think it was 14.95 I think when it first came out.
Liam's going to have a little look, see.
I'm sure it was on its own. The 1 mil was, you know, because it's, well, you've got 20 metres if you untwist it, which you can do, which I have done.
Clever. Never thought of that.
It wasn't me that thought of it. It wasn't. I'd love to claim it.
No, you could. It's 20 metres if you untwist it, isn't it? There's a lot of wire there. That's
I will
ridiculous.
be honest, it wasn't my idea. I do try and be honest when they're not my ideas. I was like, Mark came up with a genius idea on screen the other week with the crimping pliers. I've got the new crimping pliers.
Really?
And he said, oh, when you're doing a crimp cover, use the crimping pliers because they're already ovaled. And I was like, or circled, and I'm like, how simple was that?
Why
Thanks,
has
Mark.
no one else ever thought of that?
You can tell I do more wire work than that side of it. So I was like, I can't believe I didn't do that. Right, so you do that both the same for both sides, okay?
Okie dokie.
When you put them together, all you do is stitch by there to hold them together. And then we do this bit, and it's easier to show you. I did it all as one piece, so I took this as a whole and then split them. No, you have to take them as a whole and split them, sorry. So you stitch them together.
Right.
Stitch them together. Completely confused you now, haven't I?
Can you tell by the look on my face?
It's all right. No, because I confused myself. So I'm just going to borrow some of these because there's no point in doing the other bit. Okay, so you've got your 2 sides.
Yeah.
Nicely done, nicely attached. Do you know why it's so big?
Have you done more?
Yeah.
She's done more.
I've done it huge.
She's
Do you know,
go bigger.
I was looking at it thinking, I've done that for that. Now you see what do you do when you make a mistake? And I'm thinking, I cut enough to do the whole thing. Where's it gone?
Well, you've used it all for that.
That would be one enormous cuff.
Yeah.
That would be an enormous cuff. So, if you imagine, this was actually half of them.
That. Yeah. Bless you.
So, we're human too, guys.
You speak for yourself.
I can't believe I've just done that.
Oh, bless you.
Right, okay, I'll finish the demo with this. What you'd have done, because you'd have only had half of those, so you'd have had 2 sides. Oh dear.
Don't worry. Yeah, it's Sunday. It's the end of the week, you know.
I'm so sorry. Right, so you'd have both sides. This is now going to be one enormous cuff. You'd split them together, attach them together.
Yeah.
But what you're going to be quite careful, that's why I've wire wrapped both sides there. You then put the wire wrap to the wire wrap so that they don't all squidge in together, because you want to actually keep these two sides separate, and we're going to, that's why this is so tough, because you want to force that to go the other way. Let me trim those bits out of the way because they're annoying me. Put those in your bit box. Never waste it.
Handy bit box.
Oh, well, yeah, you know Christmas sweet tins of whatever variety, it doesn't matter. I think we're filling out our fourth one full of wire bits. I keep saying, oh, when I've got enough, I'll take it down the scrappy and sell all the scrap copper. I don't even know where they are. I think they're in the shed somewhere. Right, so what you need to do from this bit is you're going to bend that, and as you bend it round, because you don't want it to sit like that on your wrist, you've got to twist it. Right. Now you can twist it either way, it doesn't matter, whichever comes naturally. I've taken it that way.
Okay.
Okay, now this is incredibly tough because there's so many wires. Right. So you'd bend it that way, and the same with the top.
You've just made more work for yourself, haven't you, really?
I cannot believe I've just done that. And you had cut enough.
Yeah, it's fine, don't worry.
And then you want them to meet in the middle, so you see where they're starting to come together? Yeah. That would be one. That's a cough.
A big statement piece though, wouldn't it?
It was a big statement piece. Yeah, so, but then you've got to make sure all your bits are level again. So what I did was I've wire wrapped there together. Now, with this many, that wouldn't work. Right. It's just too many. So what I'd do, if you wanted to keep this, and that is one cuff and a half, is I'd wire wrap those and I'd wire wrap those, but I'd almost do it like a figure of eight so that they were together. But you've got to make sure, see how those have moved? Yeah. So you've got one, then you've got 3 wires. Yeah, so you have to constantly be putting them so that they're every other, and watch that. And then you wire wrap them there, and then you just want them wire wrapped in another place, and then you can bend that, use it round, something like a rolling pin's good for doing that sort of thing. So to get the curvature, if you haven't got a bracelet mandrel, something like a rolling pin, I quite often use these and actually put the wire around there and use that to bend around. So that bit that you're showing there, I'm just going to show you on the one we made earlier. Is this here? This is what Alison's showing you here. This and joining them together there. Because Alison decided to use all of her wire. I cut enough in this one bit. So the one that Alison is making out is much thicker because she's used more wire. But this is the bit that she's showing you here. How to put these two together with that wire there. So and bend them round. Yeah. So you'd attach those two together. Yeah. And then when you take all that together as one round the main bit of your wrist, and then to finish the ends, again I split them off into their 2 separate sections. Right. If I can borrow that. So I've done the second wrapping, and then I've just taken them back into their 2 original ones, wrapped it again at the top. All this is to keep your wires in the right place. And then I've done this little loops around the top. Now the twisted wire is quite hard to do these loops with, but I'm quite happy for them to be quite rustic looking, because the whole piece is a chunky, rustic, rough and ready piece, if you see what I mean. So I'm more than happy to do that sort of thing. So my big tip for trying to get the loops on the wire, and if I come back to this one, the biggest thing you've got to remember, so once we've got, if we put these into our, there you go, we've got our rough bit there. Very rough. I can't believe I did that. Oh my gosh, what must you think of me? Stupid. Stupid. I didn't even worry about cutting them all to the same length. So going from our wrapped bit, starting at the outside, I use my thumb again. Right. My thumb is great for judging it. So I've cut the 2 bits, bend them out slightly, okay, and then with your round nose pliers, somewhere, there we go. Don't take the very tip
Right.
I know we usually want to take the tip, but I'm going to take it beyond where I want it to go and then trim. Okay, so see how it splits? If I pull those out of the way, you can see what happens. It can split. So if you've taken it from the end, you're almost unravelling them.
Yeah.
So if you overshoot where you want it to be and then trim it back, you get a much better end. See how you get a much better end on there? So if you're ever doing, so that goes for the necklace as well, when you're doing scrolls or anything like that, never do it from the end, because as soon as you start doing this, you start to split it.
Yeah.
If you do it from there, you can do it quite happily. Okay.
And you can see where that's split, can't you?
Yeah. So you've got to be careful with it.
Yeah.
But just don't do it from the end, and then it'll behave. So if anyone gets really confused with how to do that bangle, just get in touch with me and I will re-explain and even put some photos up, because you want half that number, but you can see the shape you're getting.
Right.
You put those out of the way, and we put, do you know, I was thinking, oh yeah, I've made it quite deep. That I deliberately made it quite deep. I never made it that deep. Never mind, go with it. It's live telly.
Carry on.
Right, so that's the cabochon. That's the big.
Right.
I loved that big cabochon.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Right, let's do the ring
Gorgeous.
properly, shall we?
Okie dokies.
Oh dear, dear, dear.
Look, it's fine, Alison. It's absolutely fine.
Right, so this ring, I adored this piece.
that.
And I thought, do I make it a pendant? Do I put it on top of some other wire? I thought, do you know what? That is just.
It's just stunning.
Oh my God, that's gorgeous.
It's a real statement piece, and it's so simple, but so effective, isn't it?
And I don't wear big rings.
Yeah.
But I'd wear that.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I love it. That.
You'll have to make yourself another one.
Yeah. Oh, look, there's one there. Anyway, right. It's quite simple. I've done a very simple ring with 2 roses at the back, which I'll show you how to do now. Those are the 2 eye-looking things that look a bit like an owl. And then...
She did say an owl. I've just said an owl.
Yeah. It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then I've wrapped this and attached it to that.
Okay.
Now, it's a very quick and simple way for doing rings that are different shapes, rings that are regular shapes. It's great because you form a super base to actually put your ring on.
Yeah.
And then you can wrap whatever and just sit it. What you have to do with this is make sure that the loops actually fit within the ring.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing to be careful of, that they don't show out. So we start off with a very simple loop. Now you make this to the ring size of whoever's having the ring, which is about that big. I know that's for you. And then we're going to use these ends to scroll in. Now again, what I was saying, don't use the very tip. You do waste a bit, but to be fair, if you keep trimming back and trimming back, you waste far more.
Right.
So we're going to go quite small and then call round. Now again, don't forget, this is actually 0.4 wire, 1 mil wire that is twisted, so it's almost 0.2 wire.
Okay.
It's sort of 0.2, but it's very sturdy, and it's going to take some turning.
Right.
Okay. You could do it with 0.8 twisted, but yeah, it's pretty sturdy. Now I think that is probably going to be too big, so I'm going to trim a bit off. And make that smaller and curl it round. So if it's too big, just keep pulling it in tighter. Okay, and then with your nylon pliers, you can flatten it. Okay, I mean, you could do this, same thing, with your big cabochon. Yeah. Absolutely, because I heard you saying about a big statement ring. absolutely no problem. Now we know that one was bigger.
Right.
So what we're going to do with this one is we're going to trim it already. So we're going to cut, and we want that one a bit shorter as well. I broke my rule then. See how I split it?
Oh, you did.
Broke my rule. Do you know what? You were saying about the popularity of copper wire. I absolutely adore this copper.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
It's so bright, and it's very close to the rose gold findings we have. But it's so bright. I love it.
Did I just get an interesting fact in my ear then?
Ooh,
was it actual fact, or was this myth? Raw copper kills the neurovirus.
Oh. Yeah, but
hospitals are considering changing all their pens to copper. Really?
Well, they what to copper?
Their pens to copper, because obviously that's how obviously a lot of it pass around. That would be like a breakthrough, wouldn't it? Because it's always every winter. Here it comes again.
Yeah.
Also, and this isn't a fact, but I can tell you that the juice from a lime is supposed to kill the bugs as well. Tummy bugs, yeah. Yeah, apparently so. Now, this is, I can't say this is an actual fact, but my friend told me years ago, she went to Kenya, and the people in Kenya said to her, you must drink the juice of a lime every day because it kills all tummy bugs. And she did, and she was fine. Touch wood, in my household, when my son has been poorly, I've done it. And normally, as mums, not to go into too much detail, you know, we get the most of it, I've been all right. So if ever there's a bug around, just the juice of a lime. So you get a lime, squeeze the juice, I drink it in water. If there's any tummy bugs around, for me, don't know whether it's just coincidence or whether it actually works. Wow. But there you go, so somebody got it. Oh my gosh, do I need to have a lime when I go home? But yeah, apparently, so useless fact, good fact, try it. Never know, do you? Learn something new every day.
You do. Right, we've got our two little scrolly things. Now, actually,
I like that.
You can make some quite nice, sweet little rings. You could put a little gemstone in the middle of both, or you could just leave it like that. Fab. Super.
I like that.
However, as a base, you can see why I say it's a base. You can sit any cabochon on there.
Yeah. And it's strong enough to hold it.
It's strong enough to hold it.
Yeah.
You could put any of them on there, and they'll all sit very nicely. Okay, so now we come to the ring, the cabochon. Thank you. I wasn't getting an answer then.
I was too busy looking at it thinking, I love that.
I've not worked much with the red tiger's eye. I adore tiger's eye.
Yeah.
Not much with the red, and that rings. That's
but it goes perfectly with the copper bronze as well, doesn't it?
Oh, really, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. And the antique bronze. You could use either. I thought about using the antique bronze on that ring. Where'd it go?
This one?
Oh, there. But because of the dark bits, this one would lend itself more.
Yeah.
Because of the dark bits. I thought, well, I'm just going to blend it in a bit. So I actually thought, no, I'm going to make the copper a feature without hiding the gemstone.
Yeah.
So, right, you need a length of wire. A length. There's a few of us. I'm so sorry. Presenters go, well, how long do you want? And I'm like, oh, a length. My sister used to do it to me. She's a chef, or she was a chef.
Okay.
And you say, how long do you cook it for? She said, well, till it's done.
Yeah.
But how long?
You just know, don't you?
She knows, you know.
Yeah.
Is it 5 minutes? Is it 5 hours? I'm not a chef. Right. So, I started with the back, and I put a little loop over the back. I then crossed it. If you take it out, use your handy tool, you can cross it at the back a lot more easily. Okay. Now, what you'll find you'll do with this is you'll put it on, and then you'll tweak, and then you'll take it off, and then you'll tweak again. Okay. Right. I'll try and do this facing the camera, and I came up with the wire, and because it's the 0.8, it's that much more malleable. So I came up, and I've just used my finger to curve it. So can you see how that's just formed a nice curve now? Okay, and then coming round the back, I've then crossed it round the back again. So don't worry about getting it perfectly tight, because you can pull it tight.
Yeah.
Whoops, as you go along. So I'm going to go up the other side, and literally I'm going to curve it just enough to hold it on. I did try it without the one at the back and the front, but it was just too unstable. It's a very slender curve.
Right.
If it had been quite a fat curve,
yeah,
you'd have got enough purchase. But I actually quite liked it with the back and the front. So I've crossed it over again, and then I'm going to take that one back over the front. Okay, now you've got that.
That's going to hold it,
it's held perfectly. That's not going anywhere. Okay, so you can tweak those to get them to match, but I wouldn't do it until after you've attached it.
Right.
So we're going to use these bits to attach it to the ring.
Okay.
And literally, it's going to be very difficult to show. I've literally gone, if we put it through there, you'll see it a bit more, and just taken these wires and ease them. And you have to ease them because it is, you know, it's a decent it's a decent gauge of wire you're putting on there. It's not like you're wire wrapping with 0.4.
Yeah.
You could finish it off at the back and use 0.4 to do it. If you found this difficult, then finish that off. Do a couple of spirals or something and twist it and have it on the back, and then use the 0.4 twisted to actually stitch it on. So if you are having dexterity problems, because you know this is quite a substantial wire that you're using to pull through, so you're having to put a bit of oomph in it. But because I had the ends, I thought, well, I'll just use them, and I'm just feeding it through wherever it seemed to lie, and then I'm going to come down the back and go back through that cross, if it'll let me. And you can see it comes off and comes back on, but you know, so long as you end up with it in the right place, it's fine, because all you're trying to do is manipulate this wire. So don't panic and go, oh my gosh, it's come off, I can't do anything. You just slide it back on. It's not a problem. Okay, and then we're going to go back through the rose, which, like you say, is quite a nice little ring on its own. So that's a freebie. Okay, and you want to do it, and I'm going to pull that quite tight now. When I'm pulling it tight, I'm actually holding the wires on the top and the wires below. Right, so we're now starting to get it so that it's stable, and I'd wrap that a few more times round. Now what you'll find though is you might have a bit of wire that's sticking up. I would use your nylon wires to push it down, and then that'll smooth it off. I mean, that will hold, but I would want to do that a few more times to properly seat it. But that, and then to tighten.
That's really secure, isn't it?
It is. And then you come back up here and you pull those, and it tightens everything up. And there you go. That won't go anywhere. So it's quite a quick and easy way. It's like I say, if you find it easier, and obviously I haven't fully finished this one, do the two things as separate, and then stitch them together with a smaller gauge wire. But if you can use this, it just saves a bit. Okay. And then you end up with your. How's that? How are we doing? Do you want to go through another piece? Have we got?
We've got about 10 minutes left. I think.
Hey!
Woohoo!
We're doing well.
Practice that one. Which one are you going to?
Do you want to do a bit of that one?
Yeah. Shall we?
Yeah.
Let's pass this over for you. This is
the other ring. I'll just while you're getting that off. The other ring, I actually did as a claw set ring, but because it did, we're back to having a collection. Because it didn't fit, because I made it out of the twisted wire untwisted. Like I said before, you could untwist it because it was too chunky. So what I did was I made the claw setting, and then with the untwisted wire, I went over it just to tie it into the rest because it looked so odd with the rest of the pieces.
Yeah.
So that was just a quick going back to what I was saying about tying things in, and that's how I tied that ring in.
Perfect.
But you could, you know, that is such a simple way
but it just
of doing it.
Looks so fab, doesn't it? Looks gorgeous. If we do that one, because we've got the strands, haven't you? You've used the strands that we've got there.
Right. These, again, they're red tiger's eye, aren't they?
Yeah.
Absolutely glorious, and they make such a stunning chain with the copper.
They do those together. It's a match made in heaven, isn't it? Really.
Oh, you could do it with the antique bronze as well, but oh, I love it. And all I've done with that is they're very easy, and I know I've got some of these. I'll show you where the rest was. Right, these were perfect for doing sort of a rosary link, but normally you'd wire wrap a rosary link.
Okay.
And I used the 0.8 copper, but the copper is strong enough because that's quite a substantial chain.
Yeah.
You know, I'm pulling that. I'm not yanking it, but I'm putting quite a lot of pressure on that. You should be, you know, you can wear 0.8 as a link without wire wrapping it, but I wouldn't go any smaller. So literally, for those of you who've never done it, you thread your bead on, excuse me, and they go on the 0.8 beautifully. For quite small stones.
Yeah.
Very, very good hole size on them. Right, a very simple technique. Bend it over. It's the same as you do. Take it off a head pin. You're literally forming that. Okay, and then you snip it off flush.
Brilliant.
Helps if you do it with something that's flat, not round. so that's effectively your head pin. You then put your stone on. Okay. Bend it over a bit. The reason you bend it over is otherwise you get a straight bit, and you almost get a letter P.
Okay.
So instead of having sort of the equivalent of a figure of 8 either end with the stone in the middle, if you see what I mean, you end up with a P sticking up. So that's why I always bend it over a bit.
Okay.
And then take it round, overshoot the mark, and snip it off. If you find like that, the stone's a bit too close.
Yeah.
All you need to do is push that up a bit, snip it off.
Perfect.
Pull it down a bit, and then you just sit there while you're watching telly making loads of those. So those are your little links to make your chain. Fabulous. You could make a nice little bracelet.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of chains on. It's quite easy, but it's time consuming.
Yeah.
So the very delicate ones we get, the little rosary chain links, absolutely stunning. But for something bigger like this, where you wanted something a bit chunkier, it's so easy.
That's quite therapeutic as well.
It is.
Just to do that.
It is.
Yeah.
And what you wouldn't normally cut it off, so you put your bead on.
Yeah.
Where did I put that? Normally you'd actually, what I would do in reality is I'd actually thread my bead onto the reel, because it cuts down wastage. There's two ways. You can either work out exactly how much it is to do it perfectly. So for bigger ones, I do it, if I was making, using some big beads, I'd make it, I'd do one, unwrap it, and then cut them all the same length, and just whiz through them. But for things like this, where they're all a little bit different, I've put it on there, twist it over, come down, snip, take that down to there, bend it back, whiz it over. I've made that one slightly smaller, so you have to watch where you're putting your where you put it on your pliers, but that's because I was going quick. And then there you've got your little wrap brooch. But because you've left it on there, you haven't wasted any. So you just wait the little bit for the first one, and then you're off and doing. But like I say, if they were all the same size and bigger, then I would find how big a piece of wire I need, and then just chop a load of pieces of wire, put it in, and bend it over each side and do it. Okay, so that's that little bit of it. Right.
Perfect.
Scrolls. I'm scroll mad.
Scrolling away.
I put scrolls in everything. It's kind of my signature. This is a very, very classic Alison piece. I do pieces like this with square wire, with round wire, different shapes. I'll use this because it's such a nice structure. You can change it. For someone who's a bit can't cope with asymmetric. I can't cope with a proper asymmetric necklace where one side's one thing and the other side's the other.
Just make you go funny.
Oh, I struggle to do it. My mum, virtually everything's asymmetrical.
Really?
Me, I can make them.
Yeah.
But it feels really awkward.
Don't like it.
Really awkward. It's very bizarre. But anyway, but having said that, this isn't symmetrical.
Yeah.
But it balances.
Yeah.
It's got to balance for my brain. It's a very strange place to see my brain. Right. So what we did, we made a load of scrolls, and again, I've not gone to the end. But once I've crossed over, I'm just pulling it round.
Okay.
And you can make these all different sizes. You can tweak the shapes just the same. Bend it as if you were doing it with normal wire. Bend it back the other way. The reason you bend it back the other way is you're not fighting against the direction the wire goes in. Because if you're trying to bend wire against the curve, it'll kink. It won't bend naturally. So that's against the wire, it kinked. If I do that with the wire, it'll bend. Yeah, so you can see that's why you have to force the wire. You trick it into thinking it was going that way anyway. It's a bit like getting kids to do something they don't want to do, you know. Try and make sure they think it was their idea anyway. Right, now that's been very quick and very rough. So you make a load of scrolls. Whether you want to join them at that point or leave them open is up to you. This is.
Put your goggles on, Ryan.
Do you know what? I reckon one day we need a pinging contest, and we should have little markers on the floor. Where have the guest designers got their wire to?
Who can get it the furthest?
Can we have little marks on the floor? This is where Alison and Tarry go. Oh. Anyway, so you want loads of those. You can do them any shape you want. You can have them that shape. It doesn't have to be all scrolls, So you have your random shapes. What I normally do is fit a load of the shapes together.
Okay.
Till it looks pleasing.
Yeah.
I'll then photograph it.
Right.
Just a quick, with your iPad or your phone or whatever. Sorry, other tablets are available. Once you've done that, because at that point, as soon as you pick them up and start stitching them together, it changes.
Yeah.
So
would you ever design something? Would you put pen to paper first and design something like that, or would you always do it that way?
For this, for a scroll piece, I would design a shape. So I might want a longish thin one. I might want a very long slender one. I want a heart-shaped one. Whatever. I would have an outline shape and then fill it as best I could. I would then, like I say, photograph it, because as you start adding the pieces together, they move.
Right.
So I'd want to know roughly where they were going.
Okay.
It changes shape. Don't expect it to be the same as your photograph, but you get an idea about which one tagged onto the next one. And if you don't, and I've done it often enough, you end up with a totally different shape piece. Which isn't a problem. It isn't a problem, but that's the way it goes. So you add all those together. Then what I did was with the thin wire.
There you go. Awesome.
Yeah. And it seemed a shame almost to hide the colour, but it worked so well with the beads. So I just took some of the wire off, because these are these red tiger's eye as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're gorgeous and so
lovely,
tiny,
aren't they?
But you still again get the chatoyancy from them. It's perfect. So once these were all together, and I've used the 0.4 twisted to wrap them together, the same way as we did with the big super bangle, but obviously you're only doing 2 pieces, so it's a lot more delicate. I then used the beads. You'll recognise those pictures.
Got lots of stash over there.
Which are over there somewhere. I threaded the beads on.
Okay. We are running out of time actually,
Sorry.
Alison, as well.
Right, okay.
That's okay.
So basically I threaded the beads on, wrapped that around a couple of times, and because I'd left the beads on this, I threaded them on and went round, so they all sat around there, and then I went back and over wrapped it.
Okay.
So that on here, they're all on one thread.
Yeah.
And then you can see where the wires have gone across. Where I've overwrapped it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that just holds it to the section there, but they're actually held together with a piece of wire through the middle. You can wire wrap them all on each individual, which gives you a slightly different effect, but that's so much quicker.
Yeah.
And for something like this, the effect's almost the same.
Lovely. Really, really good. Well, thank you, Alison.
Okay.
That is marvellous. Just, as I say, a bit of inspiration, but that's loads of inspiration. That's not a bit, that's loads. And what a deal as well. I think we're pretty much out of stock now. If everyone checks out, that's the name of the game. You've got to complete your checkouts. We've got loads more coming up for you. What's the time? Oh my gosh, not long left. Don't go anywhere. We've got price avalanche. I've seen just a few.
Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Come along to an introduction Christmas workshop in wire sculpture. You'll learn to make and take home some festive mini sculptures, ideal gifts or additions to your own decorations. It'll be a fun-packed day. See you there. Also included in this amazing workshop is a Christmas-style buffet and refreshments, use of all relevant tools, a tour of the studios, a visit to the Gemporia Museum, and a chance to visit the Jewellery Maker shop. Book your place now. For more information, contact the call centre on 0800 644 655.
It's the versatility. You can do anything with wire work. You can make very delicate pieces, you can make huge, great big structural pieces. You've got so many different gauges to use, and we've got the twisted wire, you've got all the colours in it. It is absolutely amazing. I mean, if you go on the website, the range of products you've got in the wire is phenomenal. You've got something for everything. So if you're doing very delicate jewellery, and you can make it so delicate with the 0.25 wires for wrapping, or you could do something like me with a big structural piece and you're using the 1.5 and the 1.25 wires for your frames, and then all the ranges in between. It's just, I enjoy it. I love it. It is, it's fantastic. You can keep going forever, you can do whatever. There's nothing that you can imagine that you can't make out of wire. Not that I've found yet, anyway.
Tanzanite is truly spectacular. This precious gemstone is only found in one location in the world, Tanzania, Africa. Claimed to be 1,000 times rarer than diamonds, Tanzanite is the blue variety of zoisite. Tanzanite is extremely popular due to its trichroic nature, which means that 3 different colours can be seen when looking at the gem from different angles. In Tanzanite's case, these colours are blue, pinkish violet and yellow.
Welcome back to Jewellery Maker. I've got one more hour with you today before the lovely Ed joins you, taking you through the late show. Because we promised you this tool earlier on, we had basically a broken one, didn't we, as a studio sample? So I've got the right one coming up for you now. We'll do the mini one first, and then we'll show you the maxi one as well. So I've got the mini, what was it called again? The wax Wycombe, right? And that's where you wrap the wire around to create this kind of coil effect that Alison showed us earlier on. So it's really effective. So you're going to need one of those, aren't you? And this is the mini. Thank you, Alison. There we go. Look, here's one I made earlier. Did this on the break. I did. Didn't really. Alison totally did this. There you go. Perfect. And you'd use that like on the end of your necklaces, wouldn't you, Alison?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's great for your kumihimo, your Viking knit, just using cords, plaiting wires. I'll thread wires through it. For the end of, if you wanted to put it on the end of gizmo coils, you can use it for so much. And the 3 different sizes give you such a different range as well. Fabulous.
So this one is the mini one, is that right, Liam? This is the mini one, yeah. The code for this one is ZXWG51. £8.95. Get this, add it to your orders, 1p any one day, right up until 9pm this evening. You got 1p. Oh, no, hang on a minute, 9am tomorrow morning. That's your any one day. They're bonkers here at Jewellery Maker. Don't get it. 0800 644 655. And along the bottom of your screen is the maxi one that we tried to show you earlier on as well. The one we had earlier didn't have the hole in. This is what it should have looked like. There we go. So you've got the hole in that one. even Alison was confused when we gave her this one earlier on. So the code for the maxi is at the bottom. And what's the price tag of this one? £10.95. Deal. Okie dokies. Price avalanche for you. Let's have a little look-see. I can't see the numbers on these. Oh. Is this the right one? Yeah. Whoa. Box of treats. Look at these now. Hang on. It might be safer for me to leave the lid on, do you think? Probably. Let's see if we can get rid of the glare. Look at all of these. My gosh. Let's have a look. There's loads in here. What's in the box? Oh, this is like a treasure chest of treats. Look at all of these gemstones. I didn't... Oh my gosh, you've got chain in here. Loads of chain. Loads of chain. You've got your shepherd's hook backings. You've got all the... I don't know where to start. I really don't know where to start. You've got these lovely... So you've got a milter? That'll be... Did you say? Is that why I said it? Okay, I'm blaming Liam. He said a milter when we mean a meter. Of your chain there. You've got these gorgeous links here. Look at these. You've got... How many of these do we have? All silver-plated copper these are. So I'm just going to take these out to count them for you. The flower charm. Is it? Yeah, flower charm. So we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those of your flower charms. They would look gorgeous, wouldn't they? Just dangling on a bracelet maybe, or your necklace there. I've got your T-bar fastenings here as well. Oh, look at these. What gemstones? We've got a list of gemstones. Green aventurine, black onyx, peridot, smoky quartz, moonstone, labradorite. This list goes on and on and on. I'm going to show you some of the... and you get 25 of each of the connectors. Okay, they range between 3 and 4. Oh my gosh, look at the Labrador essence in this little monkey. Let's have a little look. I'm going to try and hold these. In fact, I'll have to go for a different one. Oh my word. Have a little look. These are just 2. Just 2, if you can see those. So you've got your Labradorite there. And your Cornelian, I think that is. Your Cornelian there as well. So you've got Labradorite, white quartz in there. Is that white quartz? Green aventurine, lapis lazuli, black onyx, peridot, smoky quartz, white moonstone, Labradorite, Cornelian, clear quartz, amethyst. Loads and loads. And look at these charms as well. I've got to show you. Whoopsie. These charms. Fab. Look at these. Little birds in there as well. Look at that. I love these. And this is like a 4-leaf clover. I could have just made that up. Well, you know. Liam said, is it? Have a look at these. That's what it reminds me of, a little 4-leaf clover. These are like spacer beads, I think. We're just looking down the list. They're all different. There's such a long list of things that you've got there, understandably, because there is so much in this kit. You've got your S-class there, all these gemstones. You've got your bird charms there. You've got your flower charms. You've got these charms in there as well. Loads, absolutely. This is literally like a treasure chest. Box of treats you've got here. Love this. That's a lot of chain you've got there as well. Massive carat weight. That must be a massive total carat weight that you've got in this box. So you've got 20 of your silver plated copper square beads. You've got a metre of your silver plated copper link chain, 20 of your silver plated copper jump rings, 6 of your silver plated copper square beads, 10 of your silver plated copper square frame charms. You've got your silver plated spiral toggle clasp, your silver plated twisted toggle clasp, silver plated twist, oh I've just read that one, 3 of your silver plated copper eagle charms, 10 of your silver plated flower charms, 8 of your silver plated copper S hooks, 4 pairs of silver plated copper shepherd's hooks, 25 of your lapis lazuli connectors, 25 of your green aventurine connectors, 25 black onyx, 25 peridot, 25 smoky quartz, 25 white moonstone, 25 labradorite, 25 carnelian, 25 clear quartz, 25 amethyst. Sorry Ed, there's no time for you to come on tonight. I think we've just about got through that list there, all for this price tag. 15 pence per piece that works out to. Christmas has come early. That's incredible. Imagine the kind of pieces you could make, the bracelets, all these gemstones you've got here that you could use as links as well, all those charms you've got there as well. I love this. This is just fab, and this is brilliant to have in your stash because you've pretty got, you know, you've got everything you need really here, haven't you? Pretty much got it all. And that chain as well, massive length of chain you've got in there. All for £49.95. FODL 90. Okie dokies. Amethyst, one of the most popular gemstones here at the Genuine Gemstone Company, across all channels. We've only got 6. Ooh, limited, look at these. These are huge, beautifully faceted there. I know, they're gorgeous, aren't they? Look at this colour. That is so, you couldn't get any more amethyst if you tried, could you? If you closed your eyes and thought of the colour of amethyst, this would be what you'd be dreaming of.
That's gorgeous.
Beautiful, intense, very glamorous, aren't they, these cuts? I love these. You've got 240 carats, massive, massive carat weight, 3 by 8 to 25 by 13 millimetres in size, 18 centimetre strand. You've got some little spacer beads on this one as well.
They go stunning with that sapphire you had earlier.
Ooh. I love these. Look at this. This is just packed full. What would you do with this, Alison? What do you think?
That sapphire you had earlier. That yellow sapphire.
Oh, no. The
sorry,
Heliodor.
Not sapphire.
Heliodor. That was
sorry.
it. Yeah, I was thinking, what did we have sapphire? How did I miss that?
Sorry.
Heliodor.
It was looking at the colour.
Yes,
yeah, that would go amazing with it.
Yeah.
White pearls.
Gorgeous.
Classic with it. Gold wire. And do something wire wrappy with it.
Massive
gorgeous
carat weight. Half the stock's gone already. We're going to have to get that price in. We've only got 3 left.
That's
ridiculous.
The amount you got there, that's a statement.
That is, isn't it? That's a huge that's a big strand, isn't it? A really, really big strand. 0800 644 655. That luster as well is incredible. So beautiful. EXRU41 is your code for this one. You've got those tassels on the end there as well. Perfectly colour coordinated. Last few chances. You must check out on the web. I'm going to hook now with something neckline if I've got time. I was going
to say, that's a statement necklace already done almost.
I love the way that they're packed together. They're graduated, but they're kind of packed in on this strand, aren't they? And I'd be tempted to leave this strand just how it is.
I'd probably restrand it. I'd use gold-plated silver.
Yeah.
75, 80 pounds all day long.
See? Easily for 240 carats, incredible. Easy. We're down to the last 2 chances. It is all about confirmation. The very, very best of luck in checking that one out. Oh my gosh. 10 metres of chain. That's a lot of necklaces and bracelets, isn't it?
Yeah.
Silver plated copper you've got here. Where's the end? Silver plated brass. Okie dokie. Let's have a look. Oh my gosh. 10 metres of chain. Look at this. Perfect. And if you've got those charms as well, in the box what we started the hour with. You could put some of those on here, couldn't you? The flower charms maybe. Sorry. That's all right, lovely. You go away. Have you got some water? Have you got some? Yeah. You have 10 metres of chain. That's a lot of necklaces. In fact, actually, Alison, roughly how much would you use for a necklace? Do you use kind of 16, 18 inches, that kind of length you go for?
Yes, if I'm making it to sell.
Yeah.
For me, I use sort of about that long.
I love that. That's like the same as use a length. Yeah, I use about that long for me.
About that long. I put it on and see where it looks nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, but then you wouldn't use necessarily that whole length.
Yeah.
So for something like one of my scrollwork ones, you've already got about 4 inches that are used. So I take it from there up. So you might be using, I don't know, 6 or 7 inches each side.
Yeah. I like that. Look at that.
I love that chain.
See, I love as well. I love like long chains. I like, you know, like the cabochons, the tiger's eye cabochon.
Yeah.
Statement pieces, long kind of 30-inch chain, big statement look. Do you know what? You could do that several times over with 10 metres. 10 metres, that's a lot, isn't it? It really is. So you've got 10 metres of chain there. You're going to need this in your stash. Essential part of your stash here. 0800 644 655 XVA Z93. Your Figaro chain. $24.95. One necklace. Let's just say. Okay, let's do this. Even a metre. Now a metre. What's a metre? Back there.
It's about there to there.
She's doing it. She's got her funny measurements going on.
That's a yard,
right? I love the way that she has all these little knacks of actually measuring things. This is brilliant. I'm going to say that's about a metre. Bit less maybe. Anyway, 10 times that. That is more than enough for a chain that is really, really long. So one chain, you've used a metre, for example, let's just say. A metre of your chain, you've got 9 metres left. What kind of price tag are you going to put on that? Say you've got your huge tiger's eye cabochon on the end. £40?
Yeah.
£30?
Something like that.
There's your money back already. And you've got 9 metres of chain left as well. This is stunning. Beautiful.
When you think...
800. 644 655. Sorry, Alison.
I was going to say, when you think, when we normally have a kit, we normally get a metre of chain in it, and most guest designers use that metre over 3 or 4 pieces, 5 pieces of jewellery.
Yeah. It's going to go a long way, isn't it?
That's a lot of jewellery.
Long, long way. Just give me a few minutes to wrap that up. Okay, you've got some more findings for you. Ooh. Carnelian. See, you know earlier on I was saying with your tiger's eye, when you look in your glossy magazines, these colours are so on trend for this season. They really are. All your autumnal hues, your browns, your oranges, your reds. Carnelian, oh yes. Oh my gosh, I'm frightened to open this. You know when you just think it's going to fly everywhere. No pressure. Have a look. Carnelian, amethyst, you've got your findings in here. Look at the size of those lobster claw fastenings you got there. So you've got 8 of your gold-plated copper round connectors, 10 of your gold-plated copper flower charms, 2 pairs of your textured ear wire there, 2 of your gold-plated copper lobster claw fastenings, 1 oval link chain in there that is 60 centimetres in length, 20 of your gold-plated copper jump rings, 6 of your gold-plated carnelian gem connectors, and 6 of your copper-plated amethyst gem connectors. Again, loads. Absolutely loads you've got here, and this is going to go so far. So how many of the carnelian? It says 6 times. There's more than 6 carnelian connectors in there. Let's just have a look. It says 6 on that graphical, doesn't it? Oh, hang on a minute. Ah, they're joined. You see? So actually, you've got 6, but you've got 4 on each one. This little bunch of carnelian. Whoops. Let's just grab that there. And look at these as well. Look at these shepherd's hooks. These are fab. Aren't these lovely? Or nearly. Ah! So you've got those there as well. And you've got your flower charms here. Very pretty. I love that gold. Look how much lustre you get from these. They are beautiful. Really, really pretty. That's your flower charm. And then you've got, where's your chain? Oh, there's your chain. 60 centimetres. 60 centimetres. So again, that's perfect. Perfect for a necklace maybe, and that's a good length. Good length on your necklace there. Or you could make a couple of bracelets with this as well, because that is lovely. You've got lovely texture there. You've got lovely lustre. Let's get one of these little amethyst connectors out. Look at this. That's what I would do. Doesn't that look lovely? Kind of charm-like, isn't it? I like that. Really like that. Now you're going to get all of these pieces in this pack here, everything here, and we're going to bring you an incredible price too, because that's what we do here at Jewellery Maker. 0800 644 655. Under £20. Under £20. Now, for example, you know, if you're going to make a bracelet, let's say, I don't know, 3, maybe 4 bracelets out of there, £15, £20 each, money back, several times over. Incredible. Now, I'm very, very excited about this next strand that I have for you. And I can't pick this up. The last time that I had, there it is. Which box was it in, sorry, Liam? Oh my gosh, it is. Do you know what, I just had to double check there because the colour is so intense. Now, oh yeah, absolutely. Let's play Guess the Gemstone. Have a look.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
no.
What is this gemstone?
It's one of my
See,
favourites.
Ryan wants to say emerald. You certainly have Brazilian emerald greens here. Oh yeah, yeah. Rarer, way rarer, way rarer.
I love that.
Right, okay, so Liam's saying it can't be chromed outside because it's too dark. No, rarer. Okay, last time I brought you the blue variety of this gemstone. Over 100 flew out of the door because of the price and its rarity. The green variety, even rarer. Only 3% of this gemstone is green. You are looking at apatite. Oh my gosh! Really? You will not even believe the price tag. This gemstone is so rare. When I had the blue, over 100 flew out. This is the green, even rarer. Only 3% of our apatite is green. Very, very, you can't have this very often at all at Jewellery Maker. Over on our sister channels, I don't think we have it, you know, I don't think we even have it once a month. It is so incredibly rare and so beautiful. And look at the carat weight. Okay, how many of these do we have, Liam? It's not enough. Can you get any more? No. Right, there's not going to be enough. There is not going to be enough of these to go around. I'm really sorry. The best thing you can do right now is get on those phone lines, press your #1 button. Don't even wait for the price. The price is going to be incredible, I promise you. This is a price avalanche. So where were we in the last one? 20, 90, right. Price avalanche. The most you are going to pay for this is £19.95. I would be on those phone lines checking out as many of these. I've already got people multiplying. Anonymous in London, you've got 2, well done. Judith, Stephanie, Ruth in Ayrshire, you're there. Melanie in the Highlands, Jane in Lancashire, you're all there. Over 100 is what flew out, and that was the blue. That was the blue. This is the green. Half of the stock has gone already. There is not enough to go around. This is green apatite, so rare. I can tell you now, 40 carats of this on our sister channel, you'd be lucky to look at double figures. You would be lucky to look at double figures. I cannot believe that you are about to get this deal. This is absolutely bonkers. £19.95, Liam.
Oh, sorry.
It's too low. Oh, right. And Liam says, oh no, that's with your P&P as well. Less than that. He's rubbish at maths. That's all I can say. This is 40 carats of green apatite. Look at the quality and the colour. You've got Brazilian emerald greens here. Check out the lustre. Every single one hand faceted. Now, if you've seen on our sister channels our Gems of Distinction collection, which is basically hand faceted gemstones, just like this strand you are looking at here. We're looking at necklaces, bracelets, where they've been hand faceted. When that collection launched, you wouldn't be looking at anything in double figures. No way. This is 40 carats of green apatite. So rare. Do you know what? You must be lucky to have this gemstone a couple of times a year. That's how rare this is. Look at that deep, intense forest green hue. Andrea in South Yorkshire, you've got to. Anonymous in Essex, you've got to. Another Anonymous, you've got to. Jane in Norfolk, Wendy in Dorset, Jean in Surrey, Deborah, Jane. Do you know what you've got to check out on that website? You're going to miss out. You are going to miss out. There are so many people on the phone lines. £14 and 95 pence. Look, get your authenticity card. Get your authenticity card with this one. That is an absolute must. It's an extra 50 pence and it is so worth having. You've got 40 carats, SOSY06. Jacqueline in Gloucestershire, Catherine, Pat, Isabel in Angus, Michelle, Amanda in the West Midlands, Bertha in Colorado, Kate in the West Midlands, Beverly in Norfolk, Maureen in Aberdeenshire. You're all on the web, but you've not checked out. If you don't do it, you could miss out to the telephone bidders because people are coming through by the second on the phone lines. If you are loving this design, if you are loving this strand, you've got to check it out as quickly as you possibly can. 0800 644 655. Hold those lines. Just make sure you check out your baskets. Gosh. Wow. Oh. Fuchsia. Neon pinks. Barbie pinks. Look at this colour. Oh. These are huge. These are absolutely huge. 680 carats. So we were at £14. Yes, that's wrong. £14. Can we go back up in price now? £14 and 95 pence. So we're either going to match that price or go lower. That's the way the avalanche works. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I just say, one of these in a ring. Statement piece of jewellery, £14 and 95 pence. I'd bite your hand off for this. I would, for one of those. So let's just say one of these at £14.95. You're going to make your money back quite a few times over there. Huge statement pendant. Oh yes. What are you thinking with these, Alison? What would you do? Because they're such big pieces, aren't they? Oh, they're amazing. Yeah, I would. You could either make one huge statement necklace, really big chunky statement. I'd team it with black. Would you? Yeah. Or I'd take each of them individually. Yeah. You could make a big ring. You could use them as a feature piece in a necklace, or 2 or 3 pieces. But look at that as a feature. That's colour as well. Yeah. Gorgeous. That with your little black dress at Christmas, you're going to stand out. And the thing is, it is unusual, but it's not uncomfortable against skin at all. I love that white. Oh, it's fabulous. And look at that against the block colour. You can see that. Yeah. When you walk into a room with this on, you are going to turn heads, aren't you? Absolutely. I love it. Gorgeous. Okay, let's take this down. 0800. Didn't you say in my ear we were going to match the price of the last piece? I'm sure that's what you said. You. £9 and 95 pence. £9 and 95 pence. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 individual gemstones. That is approximately £1.20 something each, or something like that. That's ridiculous. And if you put one of these into a ring, you know, £15, £20. Ridiculous. Anonymous in Yorkshire, Sheila in Nottinghamshire, Sweetha in Greater London, Jane in Hampshire, Mavis in Lincolnshire. You're all there. You've just got to check out your baskets. Look at those colours. With amethyst, you know, with your amethyst, these would look fab, wouldn't they? That was a huge... I'm just going to pop that amethyst back in, actually. Ooh, pinks and the... Generally, if you love pink gemstones, you love the purples, don't you? And vice versa. They're a match made in heaven. Gorgeous. One of the amethysts left. Just one of those. Okie dokies. If you're on the website, got to check out your basket. It is all about confirmation. Make sure you check it out as soon as you can. Okay, last piece in your avalanche. Ooh. Look at this. Now, agate. Now, the banding in every single gemstone is completely different. So you're essentially getting a one of a kind in every single piece. Look, can you see these colours? Oh, so you can pick out your favourite one. I love that. Can you see how each and every single one is completely different? Down here, you've got the more transparent ones with your purple banding. Then you've got your more purple ones with the kind of cream banding through there as well. You can look through these. If you want to bespoke make yourself something, you can look through, pick your favourite. Maybe that's something you could offer on your craft stall. You know, if someone comes along, you know, you could show them these, and you could say, is there a particular gemstone that you like in this strand? Would you like to pick something out? You know, carry on shopping for 10 minutes, come back, and I'll have made you something. I like that. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 27 gemstones here. 27 gemstones, 130 carats of your puffy ovals, 14 by 10 millimeters in size. They are beautiful. Earrings, these would look fab, wouldn't they? They really, really, again, with your amethyst, perfect. The pinks, the purples, the blacks, pretty much anything. Pretty much anything. Fabulous, vivid colour you've got here as well. 0800 644 655 is how you get involved. Last piece in your avalanche. Let's go down. Is that an 8? It's a 6. It's a 6. What can you get these days for £6.95? We were having this discussion the other day, like inflation, petrol. Don't get me started on that one. Petrol. It was really exciting the other day when they said on the radio, well, the price of oil has gone right down, so the price of petrol is going to come down. Most supermarkets are going to take a penny off per litre. Woo! I tell you. £6.95. Can't even buy a pizza from Domino's or Pizza Hut or anywhere else. You know, you can't, can you? You know, and how long is it going to last?
You don't get most magazines for that these days, do you? True.
Very, very true, actually. My son wanted to, it was like an animal magazine. You know, one of those subscriptions. First one's 50p, the rest are £12 each. No, it's not happening. It's not happening. Model ones are different because you've got something to build, haven't you? You've got to buy every single one. My son's one was basically a dead bug inside a piece of glass. You know, I don't want a scorpion in my house. I just don't want to. No, no, thank you. Then what? The scorpion lollies. Can we move on? 800 644 6205. Who eats those? Oh my gosh! Oh. Give me chocolate any day of the week. Chocolate, yeah, lovely. Oh my gosh. £6.95. Deal. I was hungry. Okie dokies. Ooh, dendrite opal, have a look at. See, this is very much like your banded agate in that no two will ever be the same. Now, this gemstone, you know those pictures? Bear with me, stay with me on this one. You know those Japanese pictures with the traditional dress, the ladies with traditional dress, and those Japanese trees? That's what this reminds me of, this gemstone. Really does. I like these. Every single one different. Now this, oh my gosh, this on a pendant, fab.
On a ring like I just did.
Oh, statement. Yes, Alison. Alison said on a ring. Absolute statement pieces of jewellery. And again, you're never going to get a matching pair. So even with earrings, if you wanted to do the last two smaller ones on there as earrings, they don't match. You will never get, that's what I love. I love unique gemstones, you know. Not all of us, when you think about a one of a kind in the world, you know, whether it be a piece of jewellery, a painting, it can often fetch tens of thousands of pounds, you know. You're looking for one. Bearing in mind there's about 7 billion people on this planet. You know, to be the only person to own, yeah, okay, tens of thousands, that's understandable. This will be the only one. That's pretty incredible, isn't it? That's pretty unique. And normally that exclusivity comes at a price tag. However, this is Jewellery Maker, and these prices are laughable, I have to say. 0800 644 655, 125 carats of your dendrite opal. You've got, look at the size of this, huge. 17 by 9 to 39 by 9 millimeters in size. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 individual gemstones. Stunning. Pair of earrings maybe with a smaller one. Huge pendant maybe. Oh look, if I just turn around, look at those beautiful inclusions, gorgeous. And then earrings. Big drop earrings. You could make a whole suite with this, couldn't you? You really, really could. 0800 644 655 should be, that means we're going lower. £21.95.
Beautiful.
See, when they're graduated, I quite like that look. Dramatic ice queen. Look at that. That's fab, isn't
gorgeous.
it? Isn't that gorgeous? If you left it like this, Alison, what kind of thing would you put in? Would you put gemstones? Would you use spacer beads? What would you do? Because I like that.
Some, I'd be tempted to use some tiny 2mm spacer, little gemstones, maybe of black, either black or white, and pick the colour out. But you don't want anything to detract, or you could use little silver ones, little silver gizmos, teeny little silver gizmos. They're just, I love dendritic opal.
Beautiful, isn't it? And £21.95. It's like price tag. Oh no. Liam says, let's do this. Let's do this. That's going to be good. It's going to be good. He's taking his hat off. He's thrown it on the floor. £11. 95 pence. Again, Alison, let's just say this huge one here you've made into a ring. Or a pendant. What price tag are you going to put on that huge dendrite opal there?
If I'd done a ring, very similar to that one I'd done, I'd be looking £20–25.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Incredible deal. Your money back several times over. Win-win. Win-win. £11.95 XUR U60 low. We are so low. In fact, that's the lowest. 0800 644 655. Make sure you're holding those telephone lines, confirming on the web as soon as you possibly can. Extending money back guarantee as well. 31st of January next year. It scares me that actually sounds like a long while. It's really not. 2015. Can you remember the Millennium New Year's Eve? I can remember it. Like, you know, like it was yesterday. 15 years ago.
It's scary.
15 years ago. Where does the time go?
My age thing used to be people who were born before Star Wars in 77. I've had to readjust.
Yeah, I bet.
People who were born this century. It's terrible.
Time goes so quickly, doesn't it? It absolutely flies. Where did I get those from there? Righty ho, Liam. Ooh, look at these colours. Gorgeous bundle. Oh, the budding beaders have been busy beavering away. Look at these earrings. Bit of inspiration there for you. Look at these. Beautiful strands. You've got 3 strands here. Summer meadow. Summer meadow. Summer. Oh, summer. We had a good summer, didn't we, this year? We can't complain here in the UK. We had probably 6 consecutive weeks. It was like an actual season of summer, wasn't it? Normally summer in the UK is like, you'll have a week of a heat wave, then you'll have rain for a couple of weeks, then you might have another week, then you might have rain for a couple of weeks. We had an actual season of summer this year. Can't wait for the next one. Not to wish time away, as we're saying about time going too quickly, but you know, I love summer. Have a look at these. Holidays. Oh, my screen's not working. Okay, okay, we've got purple quartz like rounds there as well. Hang on a minute. Marcassy. Oh, Marcassy. Can I just say, a couple of months ago, I was in London and I went to Harrods. Did I say Marcassy? Yes, I did say Marcassy. Can I just say, this is green. I've never seen green Marcassy before. Ever. like ever. Oh, right, okay. Never ever seen it. It looks fabulous. Look at this. Can you see those gorgeous? Not luminous. What's the word I'm looking for? Not luminous. I can't think of the word. This is stunning. As I was saying, Ellie was like, Marcassy, when I was in London in Harrods. Now, Marcassy is a gemstone that dates back, you know, a long way. It was used in Victorian times. It's an incredible gemstone. And I've just always thought, I suppose, you know, I've always thought of it as in antique jewellery. You know, you see it quite a lot in antique jewellers. And when I was in London in Harrods, I saw a design in a, you know, one of your big designers, you know, like you've got Boodles, you've got Van Cleef, you've got Tiffany's, big designer piece. And I saw Marcassy in a necklace. Now, it was in white gold, and I'm guessing from the price tag, was a one of a kind. £45,000. I kid you not. I kid you not. This is unbelievable. You've got a massive, massive carat weight. Obviously, I can't make a direct comparison. It was set into a necklace with gold, but I was really shocked. And I think it's very important that you go and have a look at the price tags of these gemstones elsewhere. Look at prices. You won't believe it. You could be making these bespoke one-of-a-kind pieces. Gorgeous. Have I got the right graphics? Yes, I have. Right. 130 carats of green Marcassy you've got here. 130 carats of your purple coloured quartz there. And 30 carats of your purple quartz like plain rounds there you've got as well. Now I'm going to give these a measure for you. I'm guessing that they're about 40 centimetres. Coins are 35. Yeah. Thank you. 35. What were the other two? Sorry, lovely. Oh, it doesn't say. Righty-ho. So that's approximately 40. Have a look. So you've got earrings here made by our budding beaders. I love that. And oh, look at this necklace. This is fab. We had silver chain earlier, didn't we? Beautiful silver chain. This is stunning. You've got loads of silver chain here. These clasps as well. And look at these gemstones. These are gorgeous. So you've got your purple, you've got your silver beads, haven't you? Your silver spacer beads in there as well. And you've got your purple quartz in there as well. Really, really pretty. So you get all three strands. Massive, massive carat weight. Of course, it's going to be a low, 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 low price. £9.95. 3 strands. That is approximately £3.33 each. Did that all by myself. Have a look. This is fabulous. And I think, what was that tool called again, Alison, that was used? The gizmo. To create this kind of almost snake chain-like effect, which gives you so much lustre. And it looks very high-end as well, doesn't it? Really, really does. So you've got any wire in your stash already? If there's any wire left from earlier on, I believe you can still get it. Well, I didn't know that. I didn't know that you've got all that time to check out on the web as well. £9.95. 0800 655. Okie cokies, Larimar. You can send me in search of this gemstone anytime you like. All the way from the Dominican Republic.
Love Larimar.
I bet it's sunny there now, isn't it? I bet it's hot there now. Oh, on the beach, cocktail in hand. Oh, yes. Have a look. Beautiful gemstone. So summery. Look at those colours. I love those gorgeous aquas. Gorgeous sky blues. That is summer sky, isn't it? Just gorgeous. Beautiful gemstone. Alison, what would you put this gemstone with? It's one of those, I don't think, well, on other channels, we don't see it very often.
You can put it with a number of things. If you put it with something white, then you're summer.
Yeah.
You're instantly summer, you're out there in the Bahamas.
Oh.
You've got your white long length dress on, your maxi dress, and you're away. Your nice long white with that, perfect. But you could dress that up. I mean, it'll go superb with gold. It would go nice with rose gold.
Oh.
It would go nice with rose gold. See that one at the bottom that you've got there? That's a ring waiting to happen, that is.
Oh, yes. I love that. That is a big piece, isn't it? We've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 individual gemstones here. So you could make a pair of earrings. We've got enough for a whole suite here. You know, the earrings, the pendant, the ring. Beautiful. Massive, massive carat. 100 carats of your Larimar. 11 by 9 to 24 by 14. 20 centimetre strand. You've got your tassels on the end there as well. On these ones. ZRRU65 is the code. Oh, really? Oh, right, okay. So we've just done a weather check in the Dominican. I'll stay here. Thundering and lightning. Storms abroad are horrendous, aren't they?
I don't know, I don't mind them so much because they tend to come and then that's it, they're over and done with.
Oh,
I would like to be monsoon.
I was only in Mallorca because I was in Europe. The worst storm I've ever experienced in my life. Hailstones had dented the tops of cars.
Wow.
They were huge. We had to take cover. The lightning was like a strobe light. I literally was just like, oh my gosh, get me to safety. It was not good. So no, I'll stay here. If it's raining and thundering in Dominican, stay here. Oh, and sunshine. Australia. Yes, now we're talking.
No. Did you see there's a picture on Facebook of someone, they found a spider that was about that big in someone's house, and I'm like, never going to Australia.
Oh, I'm just going to stay here. I'll just wait for the summer. 0800 644 655 £24.95. Oh, it could be.
Wow.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Beautiful.
Oh, really? Liam says he's off for a while, so he's not really going to have to deal with the consequences, because by the time he comes back, everyone will have forgotten.
Oh my gosh.
£11.95. Well, Liam, I think you better go now.
How far away are you going?
Yeah, make sure it's far away, make sure nobody can find you. 0800 644 655 is the number to get involved. Webbers, make sure you're clicking your buy now as soon as you can. I've got Angela in Surrey, Lorna in Greater London, Paul in Staffordshire, Carol in Lincolnshire. You've just joined me as well. Lots of anonymouses on the phone lines and on the web as well. It's all about confirmation. All about confirmation. You've got to check out as early as you possibly can. Gorgeous. Anonymous in Surrey. Melanie, you're there in the Highlands. Jacqueline in the Isle of Wight. Yvonne in Lancashire. Lynn in Perth and Kinross. Valerie in Greater London. Francesca in Surrey. You've just joined me. There's loads of you shopping on my Kerry in Belfast on telephone lines. Just got 2. Just got 2. Anonymous in Surrey, you've got 2. Kathleen in Essex, you've got 2 as well. Jay in Greater London, you're there. Congratulations to you. £11.95 is an absolute steal of a deal. Alison, do you have the huge, what was it? Was it clear quartz? And what was the cut? It was an incredible cut that we had as well. I'm stuck on the chair. Yeah, it was an incredible cut that we had. So much brilliance, so much light into that gemstone. Hot rock is the only words to describe it. And
it was there. I don't know where it's gone.
Do you know what? Actually, Alison, you say that. It was so big, I saw it from over there, so I know she's hidden it. Oh my day. I'm going to put it straight on my finger. Have a look.
That's a rock. I love the play of light with the gold coming through it. It's incredible.
Oh my gosh, this is the fab. Whoa. Can you see that light? Look at that brilliance. The way the light, this is the, oh my gosh, Alison, I'm in love. This is the thing, you know, you walk into a room with this on your hand.
Oh yeah.
It's what I call a hand grabber, because everyone is just going to come over to you, grab your hand and say, oh my gosh, where did you get that? Can I get one? Actually, no, because Alison bespoke made it for me, so no. £34.95 for a huge 25 carat clear quartz. This is just a bit of inspiration. This was the challenge that we set for our lovely Alison. You can do whatever you wish to do. This did have statement ring written all over it. Look at that light. Oh, yeah, did I sway you, Alison? Because I thought you was going to make a pendant with this.
Well, I was, but, you know, you talked me into it.
Oh, this is so lovely.
Can I say, though, you know, if John's watching, can I have 2, please? Properly checked out, not like last time. He put them in the basket and didn't check out completely, and I lost them.
John,
yes, please.
Get checking out. These are
stunning.
Just, so glamorous. Have you still got the necklace that you did make?
Oh, the one from the
yes, because you did make a necklace originally, and then I think
from the
brighter.
It was a cut collection.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So imagine this. Oh my gosh, the cut collection. Wow.
These were actually drilled.
Yeah.
And that one's not. So it's just to show you can do it.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do it to show that you can get that sort of feel, even if you're not an advanced, that you're going to do a prong set. So you're still going to get that sort of feel. Oh. And although it's set with gold, I've actually used silver through the channel so that you don't notice it quite so much.
Fabulous design. This is such a statement. Do you know what? For a design like this, a designer piece like this, you know, in your London boutique, anywhere like that, oh my gosh, you'd be talking absolutely.
I've got mine.
Has your name come up? Have you got it?
Yay! Thanks, John.
Alison, I love it. On our call screen, it says,
thank you, darling.
Alison, in brackets, staff, collection, ×2. Yay! Well done, John. Well done. She's got 2. So what are you thinking? You've got 2. What are you going to do? Earrings?
I'm going to make myself a pendant.
Yeah.
And I might make someone a present.
Incredible. Okay, Alison, we've had a text asking about the construction of the ring.
Right.
Which is how you made it.
So how long have I got? We got another hour.
A few minutes, yeah. You can quickly talk us through.
Just
a lot of wire work there, isn't there?
Yeah, it's a prong set ring. Okay. So oh gosh.
So what gauges did you use? Which wire?
It's 1 mil wire.
Okay.
You need something substantial, and then 0.4 to wrap it.
Right.
So I did 2 frames, one with the prongs, and then another one that was just a triangle underneath it. So through there's 2 wires that I've then stitched together. I then needed to give it some height to get so you don't stab yourself with the pointy point bit. So I took 2 of the wires. I wire wrapped it down, and then I took some of the wires across, and then carried on around the shank of the ring. And then when I came back in, I stitched them all together, and I finished it with 2 little scrolls.
Right.
Obviously, that's a very quick version of how to make that ring, but that's a DI.
How long do you think it took you to make that?
A couple of hours, probably, off and on, in there.
Gosh.
But I've done a lot of them.
Yeah.
I have done a lot of that style of prong setting rings.
Because there's a lot of, even round here, it's very detailed. The more you look, actually, you can really see how detailed that is, and all those different gauges that you've used there as well. But that's the thing, and I think which you've really, really done, managed to achieve, is leaving it open. Because it lets, with a huge gemstone like that, you've got to let that light through to that gemstone. It makes the best of the brilliance, doesn't it? You've got light dancing all around that gemstone. It's just fabulous. You know, think about as well how many times, and this is just for you, you know, not, you know, I'm thinking of people, you know, everywhere. How many times are you going to go out over Christmas? You know, how many occasions, you know, you're going out for dinner, you're going out Christmas Eve, or you're going out Christmas Day maybe. If you're like me, I just like to dress up on Christmas Day. I've got to have everything new on Christmas Day. I've got to have a new dress to wear, new dress to wear, I want new perfume, I want new, high maintenance me. New jewellery, you know, everything's got to be new. And the amount of times, New Year's Eve, you could, oh my gosh, everybody is going to want to own that, I think.
You've got to fight on your hands with Fleur.
Sorry, she made it for me. She made it for me, Fleur. It's not happening. But yeah, all those times you're going to go out, nights out with the girls, you know, look, it's just such a fabulous statement piece. It's a hot rock of a gemstone, and if you love your statement jewellery, you've got to get this one. And you know, so many people, and again, talking about, you know, trends right now, it's all about statement piece of jewellery, designers, and literally you can get a whole handprint on there. It's so huge, isn't it? Not just a fingerprint. It is absolutely huge, and you've still got time. Still got time to check this out. I love the fact that Alison's name's appeared on the screen. I just love that. That's how excited she is about this gemstone. She's like, don't wait, just call up now. I'm not waiting till I come off air. Do it now, because it's going to go.
It's when I send myself a text, that's when it gets a little bit bizarre.
Right. John said what, sorry? Alison, you owe him, he says.
I know, darling.
Brownie points, John, that's what I'm thinking. 0800 644 655 is how you get involved. Incredible deal at £34.95. The what ring's so lovely?
Oh, the little smoky quartz
necklace. Oh, yeah. How much would Alison sell that for?
Oh my gosh. The necklace?
Yeah.
Probably...
Oh, no, hang on a minute. Sorry. The one from what? The spirally necklace from the kit.
That one.
Ah, the one with the cabinet, yeah.
Right.
The tiger's eye.
Depending where I was selling, but somewhere between 50 and 75.
Yeah.
Depending on where I was.
There's so much work gone into that as well, isn't there? So much work. Big carat weight. I love that. Love, love, love that design. It is fabulous. You still got time. Still got time. OUON89. I have seen so many incredible deals today. And you know what? They're still on the website. If we're not out of stock, they are still on the website. If you've just tuned in, go back onto the website, have a look on what you've missed, because you have missed out on some incredible deals, but there still might be there. So please, please do go and have a check. About 2/3 of the stock have gone on this one. So you've still got time to do it. You can still do it. Make sure on the web, again, lots of people on the web that haven't yet checked out. Please make sure you're confirming your checkouts, because otherwise you will miss out. Alison, thank you so much for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure.
It has.
I hope you come back when I'm here.
When are you back next?
I don't know yet. There's no overtime yet. I'm waiting for some overtime.
Aww.
I need someone to be off sick. Not that I wish sickness on anyone, but yes.
Lovely.
So hopefully I'll see you again soon, and hopefully I'll see you again soon as well. Eddie's up next. He's got some aquamarine for you. So make sure you keep it Jewellery Maker, and I shall see you very, very soon. Take care.
I've been on the introduction to beadwork from Jewellery Maker, and the class was run by Linda.